And welcome back, everybody, to Fallout: The Long Road. All right, so it's been a little bit of time again since we were able to get together, mostly due to Father's Day and a couple of other things. But last time, you guys were starting your exploration of Area 51, specifically looking for one of the base's underground power plant facilities. You guys are aware of where one of them is located at, and that has led us to our current map, if you will, location. And you guys decided to first clear out a building that was next to you guys before you made it to the actual power plant bunker, if you will. You guys had finished clearing out the building with relative ease for the most part. Those feral ghouls don't really give you guys much trouble in the numbers they're coming at you right now.
Single combat versus a ghoul is
Yeah, it's not going to be exceptionally difficult.
literally impossible for me to lose.
For you, yes. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell you have that much armor. Yes.
You said you were going to give me the mods that were on the laser gun that I found?
I gave all of that stuff to you already while we were out.
No, you didn't.
I did not? I could have sworn I did.
You did not give me anything.
Hang on a second here.
You said there were mods on it, but it was the end of the episode, and you said you'd give it to me later, and you never gave it to me.
Wait, what the hell? Hang on. No, it's the boosted laser gun. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
That's the bottom one.
I wonder why. Okay, yeah, no, I'm seeing it on that screen. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing it on my other screen.
With the weapon mods? I threw in most of the stuff. Yeah, I'm seeing it there. Full stock, long barrel, boosted capacitor.
Oh, so you okay? Yeah, no, you just put it onto the character sheet directly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I was having trouble dragging some of the stuff, so in one or two cases I had to just write it in.
Okay. Yeah. No. Like I was expecting you to like actually give me the sheet so I knew what all it had on it.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. No. I just basically
so yeah, no, I don't
gave
like...
the gun and everything.
Okay.
This isn't a special gun. There are stuff like that in the game, and I will have to actually work on special sheets for those specific guns, but for right now.
I need a couple minutes to go through this then, because I was expecting to be able to actually look through everything.
Yeah, okay. And Jacob.
Yes.
Thomas. I did the same thing for your character. It is the now I gotta open up your sheet. It is the blah blah blah, the laser musket there on the bottom. And I know I checked yours. It was working for me when I was clicking on everything.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, does the gun actually work? That's a big question.
Yeah, that is a big question. I know I tested on Jacob's because we were having trouble with Jacob's character sheet previously. Well, that command worked, and that command seems to have worked.
Alright, looks like that worked. I just have to figure out what all is on the gun now.
I'm gonna clean up my weapon section because a lot of these are melee weapons that were completely useless to me, so they're in the car. Tire iron, which ironically probably more useful as a non-weapon.
You know, definitely in the future, just get me the information of what's
okay,
there,
just throw on...
rather than just throwing them on the sheet.
Okay, so give you like a separate sheet or something like that?
Or just like send me a DM on Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Or if you wanted you could always have a note sheet, be like, here's the items you got, or do
Yeah.
it through Discord. Either way, just something separate from the sheet itself. And I'm assuming that's the issue. But the power fist is in there. So is the pipe gun, the M1 Garand.
Should be. Oh no.
I have my laser gun, the recharger rifle, and some grenades. There we go. That is correct.
The laser guns. Just to make sure I have these set right. The laser guns all run and the laser muskets all run on fusion cell.
Correct.
Okay. So that should be 71.
I will say, looking at the looking through my gear.
So the boosted capacitor increases damage die by 1, reduces fire rate by 1. It's a full stock, so that's piercing, removes close quarters. And it's a long barrel, so it adds 1 to the range.
Right. Which for us is basically adding, if I remember correctly, like 50 feet to the weapon's original range. So I believe originally that weapon was somewhere around 50 feet range. It's now 100-foot range.
So this, okay, this piercing 2. It's up to medium, good. No longer has the close quarters. Quality.
Wait,
Okay.
Dan, you know what just occurred to me?
Sure. Go ahead.
Just the way that we've made our characters. I'm Warden, and Silent is Kestrel.
Yes. I had actually noticed that, I think, on our like 3rd or maybe 4th session.
Which is, again, this is why, like, it's harder for you to throw stuff against us, because when we're prepared,
Yes.
I stand in front of him, he doesn't die, he does damage.
Yes.
Welcome to my suffering.
Honestly, I don't intend this game to be excruciatingly challenging anyways. I'm just looking to hopefully make it fun. So I have to have some challenge, but...
You were saying I have, like, how do you challenge this armor? Well, for NPR, that's probably going to be...
Rolling critical hits. It always worked for me.
Threatening the humans, because my armor doesn't mean much if I can't stop people from getting to the humans.
No, Silent, what worked for you was bypassing my armor entirely and making me make save rolls, or saving throws.
That's
how you deal with one of the ways you deal with high armor in 5e, yes. You just don't want to overdo it, because then the person's like, I put all these points into, or all this effort into being high defense, and you never actually attack me. And that's why you have trash mobs, so you can feel special and kill a bunch of things, and the DM doesn't mind.
Yep. Right now, I've mostly been throwing trash mobs at you guys. Eventually, we're going to throw some big monsters
It's also
at you.
a fair thing. 1v1 versus a ghoul shouldn't be a super huge problem for literally anyone. The fact that
Really, no.
I just have so much armor that they can't hurt me isn't a big deal when it's, something that's not really threatening in the first place.
Well, to be fair, there is also the fact that they would normally be doing radiation damage as well as physical, but you don't take radiation damage.
He also doesn't take physical
correct.
damage from them.
You're doubly immune to these guys, at least.
I could always go back to being Brick.
Oh, God. Well, Brick's problem was I kind of gave you guys access to some really high-end endgame stuff.
I feel like that was the problem with everyone's characters in that
Through
game.
the combination of basic armor and a perk, he got like 8 damage reduction in all locations.
He was
against
power
physical
armor.
and energy. No, he was a super mutant. He didn't have power armor. He couldn't fit
I
in it.
know, but he was basically tougher than power armor.
Yes.
Yes, no, we didn't
And-
say he had power armor. We said he was power armor.
Yes,
That
good
is
distinction.
fair. But yeah, no, like I could have built him that bulky at a lower level, but being at a higher level, given like extra 4 physical and energy reduction in each
Yeah.
slot, bump it up to 12. Just face tank a nuclear missile.
Yes. No. Like,
Totally reasonable.
NPR 07 is actually more balanced technically than Brick. It's just I can't really hurt him with the beginner stuff I'm throwing at you guys, and I don't want to just start throwing death claws at you guys all of a sudden because
I
that
mean,
feels cheap to me.
Then the
I
other
did
2
get-
characters will die.
That too.
well, there's also the fact that I did legitimately get injured just fighting people with guns.
That's true.
Like, so you don't have to go too far past Feral Ghoul to challenge me.
No. But at the same time, I'm also going off of story elements, so you guys are going to not have too many big issues to worry about for a while.
Yeah, no.
Until we have to secure the Area 51, you mean like we're doing right now, and we have multiple death claws to deal with?
I mean, you guys did get just like half almost of a T-51 power armor. Wait, never mind. You don't know about that just yet, Axel. Aside from the arm that you found.
I believe we had gotten to the point previously where somebody's
I-
like, "Hey, I found a leg."
I remember.
We stopped right before
The announcement. Yes, I know.
announcement happened, yeah.
I forget who, either Silent or Jacob, had something they wanted to do before the announcement was made, if you will.
That was like 3 weeks ago. I have no fucking
Yeah.
I do not remember anymore.
idea.
I found some pencils.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's right. I had just called for someone to help.
Oh, you're right, because you can't carry the arm by yourself.
Because my total weight currently is 352 out of 230.
Well,
Yeah.
on that note, if you called for somebody to help, NPR will be like, "I am a very helpful robot."
You see Axel, like, bracing himself against the wall, looking like he's about to be crushed by a giant power armor arm.
Oh well.
Allow me to help you with that.
Thank you.
And once
And,
again, reiterate, NPR, actually all 3 of you, well, yeah, all 3 of you would recognize this as T-51 power armor.
Yep.
This would have been fairly common power armor, not the most common, but fairly common power armor, especially here on Area 51. A lot of the more higher-end security personnel, guards and whatnot, would have had T-51 power armor.
Huh.
Looks to be in fairly good shape, too. We just have to figure out what the fuck to do with this thing.
If a single part of this power armor is present, there may be others. However, even if it is in good condition, I would recommend giving it a once-over, as any minor failure in a system like this is typically quite detrimental.
Great, you're gonna make me start.
I wouldn't normally interrupt you that much, Jacob, but you're in the other room.
Yep.
You have not yet realized this conversation is happening.
Well, he probably heard the help,
Yeah, I'm on my way over.
but before he gets there, we do have a second or two, I'd say. NPR and Axel, if the 2 of you would like, let me see here. What would be a good one? Let's go ahead and just stick with, well, either repair and intelligence, so straight up repair repair skill, or where's the other one? Where the heck are you? Shoot, where? Oh, there it is. Science or intelligence. Either one, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm not even gonna try to help.
I have
You're
to know enough to repair myself.
Are you going to
Because-
permit NPR to go ahead and inspect the arm? I'm assuming you are, but I'd like to give you the option.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just I'm not going to try to help because I will not succeed, and it will only put risk of a natural 20 on the board.
All
You're
right.
kidding.
What he is with you in natural 20s.
Yeah.
But also, yes, I feel like this is like you're struggling to lift this with your full set of gear, and NPR just walks up and is like, okay.
Oh, that was close. just
I
to see
like-
just to see what would have happened.
Don't worry, I won't count it as an official roll. Okay, so you do get 2 successes. That is more than enough. You give this thing a pretty thorough once over. And actually, I'll go ahead and just say a twice over. You're confident in the power armor's integrity. It seems like it's in surprisingly decent shape. No obvious signs of any trauma to the armor pieces itself. Paint a little worn, but that's obviously just due to normal wear and tear of being exposed to the air elements. A little bit of pitting here and there, but rust pitting, but nothing major, nothing that would compromise the armor's integrity nor its function.
All right. So, as Diego walks in, he hears. This appears to be in remarkably good condition, but I'm unsure if we'll find the rest of the armor in the same state. I would recommend replacing some of the valves, as their materials may be somewhat weakened, but they should be serviceable.
Wait, what kind of armor are you talking about?
I am fairly certain this is T-51 model power armor, or a piece of one at the very least.
Huh. I think I found an arm of T-51 just a moment ago.
Interesting.
Yeah, you found the power armor frame and chest piece.
Yeah.
Did you also find the frame to go with the power armor?
Yeah. Full chassis and a chest.
Well,
we found one of the arms in here.
I might be able to put that to use. I've definitely had some power armor training back at my own base, so yeah.
it would be somewhat limited by our ability to source the fusion reactor cells needed for it at this juncture, but
Not unless I tinker it to be forever like Carla.
Wait. You mean the fusion cores?
Yes.
The things that we have that I put 12 of back in base and currently have 4 of on my person?
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
But NPR would recommend that because the technology for this NPR is making some reach assumptions here about the ready availability of nuclear manufacturing technology in the apocalypse.
I will say, as the GM to you guys, I have dramatically increased the presence of fusion cores because I don't want you guys to be too gun shy with using fusion cores
As
ammo. So I want to make that statement clear for you all to understand. I want you to have fun using things that I give you.
I was gonna say, we already have a
Yes.
lot of fusion cores. Like, I don't think
That
we're
being
gonna have
said, though, from a role-playing standpoint, NPR is correct. Fusion cores are very rare. If you have one, they can actually go for a lot of money, or even just you can trade a single fusion core and probably own the person you gave the fusion core for the rest of their life. In some extents, they are highly sought after, very rare, and very useful.
Axel knows none of that. I know none of that personally because I know nothing about Fallout.
Yes, that is true.
no, I mean these things seem pretty common.
I am going to work under the assumption that we have been lucky in finding them. It seems to me that nuclear manufacturing capabilities are unlikely to be what they were previous to our time skip.
Nah, your assumption would be correct, NPR. Not a lot of people these days, not a lot of manufacturing anymore, and Be honest, we've been hella lucky so far.
And you're going to continue to be lucky.
That being said,
Nuclear luck. That is our new buff. Nuclear luck.
That's
that
what you
being said, Cooper is correct that we have found a number of these that will enable us to use the power armor. However, I would still recommend using it for situations appropriate to our needs, such as the death clause, if it comes to that, and not wasting it on superficial or unimportant concerns.
Well, in this case, the power armor is definitely going to become something incredibly useful. Come on, I'll lead you both over to the chassis. We could probably put the it was the leg part, right?
Arm.
Arm.
We could probably put the arm on and pop a
I'm just, by
pop
the
a
way,
core in there. See how it comes along.
I love to. I'm going to imagine that this power armor is going to look like the Fallout equivalent of that meme of the person with like one really buff arm, usually the left one.
Yeah. What is it? Corn
No, wait.
or not corn? The
Like anyone
Death-
who's
the
an
world
arm
eater,
wrestler.
dude.
I'm trying to remember
Karn?
also.
Angron, Karn.
No.
What's your character's name
Hellboy.
again?
Hellboy.
Oh yeah.
What's your character's name again, Jacob? Are you Thomas?
Yes. Thomas
Okay.
Diego.
I wasn't
actually-
sure if Thomas was you or the dead one.
No, Carlos is the dead one.
Carlos.
That's why I put the sergeant in front of it.
Okay. Well,
I've got the power armor menu
Thomas,
open now.
if you want to help NPR get this over, I'm gonna go take a quick look scout the basement.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm amused by the fact that you say help NPR, and NPR is just like casually lifting this thing.
What is your
Because he is
carry
the robot.
capacity?
My current carry capacity is 210. And my current carry weight is 15.
Alright, well there you guys go. It's a T-51 arm. That's what it's listed as in the compendium. I'm gonna get this thing out of my inventory now.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Like I said,
I've already added it to the
doesn't-
inventory of the power armor.
Yep.
oh no,
Yeah.
so my current total weight is 54. My current carry weight is 210, but it's only that low because of the inherent negatives to carry weight that robotic armor provides.
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'm happy.
So-
I'm now 8 pounds under my carry capacity again.
NPR definitely has the strength to just casually carry this thing over for you.
Okay.
And probably be a bit more pack muleish as well. Honestly, unloaded most of the things he was carrying, which was a lot, by the way, into the car and the base.
Yeah, I
Um,
unloaded a good amount of stuff, but I didn't unload everything, and now since we've come out, I've found, like, more armor and clothing and, like...
Yeah, I'm trying to rework my my loot tables a little bit
I
for
found,
you
like,
guys. So I
5
don't
or 6
overload you guys too
I
much.
found, like, 5 or 6 new weapons.
Might be wise to break them up just by like rarity and then roll for like a plus or minus to rarity for the area. Anyway,
I'm trying to keep them where it's where you'll find weapons in areas where they would be more common. It's like you're at a military base, you're going to find military weapons. If you're at a diner, you'll find kitchen knives or tire irons or something like that. You're not going to find an AK-47.
come on down to Moe's Diner. We got the best apple pie in the country, and if you disagree with us, I'll use this RPG launcher I keep behind the counter to tell you otherwise.
Exactly.
That's not right.
Silent, we're not going to get to the basement, actually, possibly for a little while.
I'd also like to point out that about 2/3 of my current weight is just the junk, which is pencils.
Yeah.
I think that is like actually the other thing I wanted to do, because I like spent like a little bit of time searching this room, but like they were searching the whole like rest of the upper floor, and I was going
Yeah,
to the
you
basement.
guys basically, I'm counting it as basically you guys searched the building itself. You guys have pretty much cleared out the building. So there won't be a huge amount upstairs for you to find outside of what you've already found.
Yeah, I basically only searched this side room while they started searching these rooms.
Yeah.
You enter the basement and find a conspicuous lack of 32 pounds of pencils.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I found last time. I rolled really bad,
Yes.
and I found 32 pounds of pencils.
Wait, 32? No. Wait, what?
What?
That sounds...
That's-
Oh, gosh.
That's
Never
the
mind.
junk in my inventory. And since junk weighs 1 pound, and I have 32 units of junk, and all of it is
gosh.
pencils, I found like 2 full boxes of number 2 pencils.
That's... 2 full boxes would be way more than... Would be way less than,
Hold on, let me do some quick math.
I was saying you found 32 pencils. A box of pencils, basically. But, yeah.
The game system says
Yep, I didn't even realize that. You're right. Oh my
that a
gosh.
single junk is 1 pound.
Well, hey, at least you found a lot of junk.
Okay, so
A lot of
A
pencils. All of
typical pencil is 0.2 ounces. So 16 ounces in a pound divided by 0.2 means 80 pencils per pound, and 32,
Oh my god!
2,560 pencils.
Who the hell was stockpiling the pencils?
Where the
It's a
fuck were they
military supply.
stockpiling the pencils?
It was just
Oh.
like a military base level of like number 2 pencils for all the bullshit paperwork. And I just found all of them.
Yes. Okay.
This building was designated for power armor storage and pencils.
Oh God.
Oddly specific, but hey, we all know how the military works.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we do. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, hey Jacob, do me a favor. Take the before we get anywhere else. Silent, like I said, it's gonna be a minute or two before we get to the next level, next floor. Take the power armor icon and slap it down into the corner over here. That way, there we make sure that hopefully you can control it.
It's gone.
No. The from your note sheets or from your
Oh.
your window sheets. Over there. Grab your character sheet. There you go. Can you move that around? Good. We always have to double check this stuff because sometimes Roll20 likes to flip me the bird.
And flip everything on its head, too.
Yep, sometimes. All right. So, Jacob, quick reminder about something. You had found a Vault Tech jumpsuit in this room on a person who was in the corner with signs of obvious trauma, being both bullet holes and laser burns. However, one thing for you to remember, that jumpsuit had no numbers on it whatsoever.
Yes.
Okay? That is a critical thing for you to be aware of as you are having MPR07 come into the room. Did you pick up the jumpsuit, or did you leave it where it was?
I left it where it was, to be honest, and I am sorry to have to say this. Aside from ammo, I forgot to list down all the stuff I found in the room aside from the power armor and the armor part.
It's been 3 weeks. I don't
you-
know.
Apparently found a jumpsuit.
Yes. You found the Vault-Tec jumpsuit. Honestly, that power armor was so good that... well, you also did find that laser musket that's in your inventory right now. So, at the bottom of your weapons sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
some
was-
ammo.
When MPR walks into the room and sees the Vault-Tec jumpsuit, does it look like the people that attacked the base?
Well, hang on a minute. First of all,
Redoing looting?
No, we're not going to redo looting at this point in time. It's been
Yeah,
3
I'm
freaking
not
weeks.
going to do that.
You lost out on anything that you forgot to write down. I'm sorry, it's been too long.
No, I
so
wholeheartedly agree with that.
that's fine. I also have the video file, so
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
you
figure it out
found
eventually.
power armor, a Vault-Tec jumpsuit, a gun, and ammo, which is already really freaking good. So
Yeah. To be honest, I was also probably giving you guys a little bit too much, as we discussed. But setting all that aside, all right. So MPR 07.
I will build myself a house out of these pencils.
Yeah, you could
you
probably.
probably could.
MPR 07. Let's see here. We don't really have much other options, so we'll just have to go survival and perception.
I would also like to point out I have a sensor array and recon sensors, so if there's anything in the non-visible spectrum that's important, I would notice it with the same roll.
Oh,
That's
right,
all.
right, because you basically automatically succeed in essence. Still, go ahead and give me the roll anyways.
My gear gives me a reroll of 1 dice on a perception test. And what's the specific perception? Reroll 1d20 on all perception tests and may attempt perception tests to detect things which we cannot normally detect by the naked eye, such as radiation and heat, etc. So, like, I have infrared, thermal imaging, radiation imaging, standard military robot crap.
Yeah.
I've just pointed out because I wanted to remind you in case there's anything in that spectrum of stuff that's actually important, but yes.
Well, actually, you're right. That could potentially... Okay. Again, it depends a little bit more so upon your successful roll.
Right. I'm going to reroll that 17 once per roll, which is very, very nice, the sensor array. So that's going to be a 14, which still isn't a success. But
a single success, okay. But your sensor array does give you a little bit of advantage here. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit more information, but not a lot. So, while entering the room, the vibrant color of the jumpsuit does indeed catch your attention. And I would assume that most likely after you've mounted the T-51 arm to the power armor frame, you might take a closer inspection of said body. Upon doing so, you do indeed notice, much as Thomas had noticed, and Thomas, you would notice MPR also getting a little bit more closer and in depth into inspecting this skeleton.
Do I notice him noticing me noticing?
I'm trying to include people here, yes.
I'm not there, you don't have to include me, it's okay.
Infinite feedback loop of noticing.
I hate
Which sounds really dumb, but it's kind of, how reality actually works.
Yeah. You do notice bullet holes as well as laser burn marks, giving an obvious indication that this wasn't somebody who was killed by ghouls, nor by any wildlife.
Unless some of the nearby animals have gotten vastly more proficient with firearms than I remember.
Let me see here. Actually, there's something else we could potentially do here. I don't see anything that works well for it. Let's do a... Shit, what do I have here? Alright, we'll do... I don't like that for being it, but we'll go ahead and go with it for right now. Give me a... Actually, you know what? Give me also a medicine and intelligence check.
Alright. Roll 20. Low.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Wow, that is just unfortunate. Wait, hold on. I have stuff for medical thing. Diagnosis mod. Reduce the difficulty of medicine tests by 1 to a minimum of 0.
I was gonna say, you
Okay.
get bonuses to medicine stuff.
And 2.
I was lumping something else in here because you didn't get a true full success.
Yes, if it's something fully
Yeah.
medically related, I'm great.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just sort
I'm
of like
lumping
ancillary.
something else into medicine. The medicine would help, though unfortunately not as much as I was hoping, but still, it does give you a little bit more, a teensy bit more. However, you do find it odd that there is no number on this vault suit. The 1 or 2 commercials you have seen on television sets and whatnot, you always see vault suits with some sort of number or even at least a letter designation. So that part does strike you as a little odd. The big thing for you, however, is that this body, or this skeleton, is old. Very, very old. Like, at least 100 years, potentially more. This was not any time within the recent weeks, months, or even decades. That much is very clear to really all of your sensors.
Mhm.
That is not something that Thomas would have been able to pick up on his own, necessarily.
Other than the fact that it's skeletonized.
Other than the fact that it's skeleton, yes.
But you never know how good of an indicator of age that is in many of these conditions.
I would also go ahead and say that you can tell the bullet holes, especially, are of standard U.S. military issue. For the size of the holes, you can tell that this would most likely have been a 5.56 round.
Yep, metric.
Yeah.
The gun bullets, the most common use of the metric system in the U.S. actually.
Yep, surprisingly.
Yep.
Yes. And the obvious signs of laser damage would also, to somebody as trained as you, indicate would have been used by, well, laser guns, most likely military issued of some kind or another. Though a little difficult to get any more off of that.
After I notice these things, I'm going to turn to Thomas.
Mhm.
Diego, would you be perturbed if I remove this jumpsuit in order to more closely inspect these remains?
Yeah, go for it. The only weird part I noticed about it is there was no identifying number on it. A lot of times Vault-Tec jumpsuits identify which vault they come from.
Do you think this would indicate that they did not come from a vault in particular, or that they...
No, maybe more along the lines of either like a control vault or either like a control vault. Those are even those are numbered, or probably a specialized vault for Vault-Tec employees by themselves. I'm not entirely certain. It's just very weird to see a Vault-Tec jumpsuit without a number.
I will also reiterate, because I forgot to, there is no signs of the numbers having simply worn off or been removed. There is no indication of partial threading or anything like that. This simply had no numbers on it whatsoever.
Interesting.
All right, well, in that case, NPR is going to sort of pull the bones out of the jumpsuit and rearrange them in a roughly similar pattern to how they would have normally lain, and look over them Based on the location of the bullet and laser holes in the suit, is there any injury or obvious, like, scarring or burning or breakage of the bones that lines up with those, or does it look like this person was using the suit after somebody else had been shot in it?
Okay. Yes. Examining the bones, yes, it is very clear this was the individual wearing this suit when they were shot, when the holes were given to said suit. You find obvious signs of a rib cage having been shattered by a 5.56 round. You do see some scorch marks, though very faded, on the pelvic area where the laser burn marks coincided with. You don't find any other obvious necessarily signs, but even with the two, with the broken rib and the pelvic, this individual would have been in excruciating pain, if not dying within minutes of receiving these wounds.
Also, I find it very amusing that you phrased it in that way.
Well, the thing that occurred to me is, in the Fallout universe, people are reusing stuff a lot.
No. I was finding it amusing that Dan was phrasing it as the bullet holes were given to the suit. Like, yes, we're gonna gift you some bullet holes. Just iron-on patching.
I didn't mean gifted, I meant give in, but yes. I'm trying to correlate the suit to the skeleton. Give me a break here. I'm trying.
I'm enjoying it. It's comical.
Good.
So-
I'm glad you're being amused at the very least.
I have a further question. I know that the laser wounds likely are self-cauterizing, though very painful, and can cause issues otherwise. Is there any indication of blood stains left over around the bullet holes themselves, or has that faded over time with the color of the suit?
There would still be some signs of there being blood markings around those holes. Best way I can say it is with how long you're pretty sure this body has sat around, like, if you will, any DNA evidence or something like that, you're not going to find anything.
Okay, I was
there
just
is-
asking for personal clarification because, again, that's just more confirmation of what I thought. I figure at that point it's old enough that even by advanced medical sensors couldn't help with something like that, as total cellular degeneration would have happened,
Right.
as well as the fact that my sensor arrays probably aren't sensitive enough to see things like the half-life, the ionizing radiation from a laser after 200 years or something like that.
Right, correct. The
But
only
I
other
just wanted to make sure I had a good mental image of how everything happened.
The only other thing I would say is, and Thomas, you know this already, but to reiterate it for you as well. While looking over your laying out of the skeleton, or while you're laying out the skeletons, you notice that some of the cabinets and whatnot have been pulled down around where this body was found in such a way as to make what would certainly seem like a very simplified but still barricade of some kind or another. Not only that, but you can kind of tell that this person would have most likely have had to drag themselves into the position that they were in, most likely not in the fullest of health for how you found them at. Meaning, if you will, they weren't shot right here, most likely, or at least not initially.
Okay.
It's possible they were shot again, but the cabinets don't necessarily give off any signs of that. At least not immediately.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to determine much aside from the fact that this person died from the obvious wounds inflicted through the suit and that it was not secondhand. However, this corpse is at least a century old, possibly more. It may even date back to the original attack on this base that caused myself and Cooper to be launched into space, but there's nothing I can find that would prove that, aside from the age. It doesn't appear that they died here, but given that this is a military base that was attacked, and the relative commonality of 556 ammo, it would be likely impossible after this much time has passed to determine where they were originally shot.
Out of curiosity, are you able to figure out medically how long the body's been dead?
Yes, as I said, the decomposition combined with the weathering on the bones, combined with the degradation around the original points of injury, and the fact that this is the desert indicate that this is well over 100 years old. But
Alright.
more accuracy beyond that is not something I can guarantee.
Nah, that just means it wouldn't have been part of the original attack that you two had been a part of, which makes sense given the Vault-Tec suit. A lot of these Vault-Tec suits weren't even given out until people actually got into the vault. Kind of the whole thing with Vault-Tec.
I also find it unlikely that the attackers would have been shot inside a building and then sought shelter there. If anyone was present at the time of the attack and died in this location, I would expect them to be the defenders of the base, not the attackers.
Yeah.
To be fair, didn't the bombs fall right as we were launching?
The bombs had technically already fallen, but yes.
I thought a bomb, like, at least was, like, in, like, something was landing in the base as we were launching that was nuclear in nature.
Oh, that was a
We're
mini
doing
nuke.
an airstrike.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, the mini nuke strike is what I
Oh.
was thinking of. The one that
In
vaped
other
our...
words, somebody pulled out a fat boy.
Yeah, the
Yes.
one that vaped the COs.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Is that going to be? Oh, sorry.
To explain, there is a handheld version of the nuclear bombs called the Fat Boy, which launches small miniature payloads.
I'm aware of that one, because I've
Yeah.
seen it abused in a Spiffing Brit video before.
It is
And they're
hilarious.
awesome.
Yes, they are totally awesome. Not as
Alright.
awesome as shooting teddy bears at people, but you know we'll.
What the fuck?
Junk jet abuse is the most amazing abuse.
Yes.
What the
There's
fuck?
There's a weapon you can make in Fallout 3 and 4, and it's fairly easy to get in Fallout 3, I'm not sure about 4, called the junk jet. And literally what it is it's like an air pressure cannon that shoots random crap at people.
A lot of people like to shoot lawn gnomes from it.
I like baseballs. Batter up, ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. Fallout.
Another favorite of mine is the railway spiker.
Yeah, railroad spikes are always horrifying to see.
Especially when
If you get
you.
If you get the perk that lets you critical more often, critical if you hit somebody in the head from hiding, and the perk that makes the game gorier to cartoonish levels,
Mm-hmm.
people's heads are already exploding from 9mm ammo. What a railroad spike does is turn them into salsa on the wall.
Pretty much.
And yes, there's a perk to make the game cartoonishly gory, because that's exactly the kind of game it is.
Yep. Cartoonish.
Okay.
It follows the chunky salsa rule quite nicely.
Thomas, one quick thing for you.
Yep.
That I wanted to reiterate as well. you guys are able to make full use of power armor without a fusion core in it. However, all actions become major actions.
Yeah, that's why I was going to grab it. I'm hoping I remember to grab a fusion core from
Axel?
from Axel, so that once he pops it in there, he's able to move around with it easily.
Yeah, Axel went straight to the basement.
Oh, look, railway spikes even in the ammo list in the book.
Yeah. Those are
Oh,
all
God.
So yeah, once he makes it where he reaches the basement and sees Axel, he's gonna like, Axel, can you pop a fusion core in the back of this thing? But
Alright.
yeah, he's gonna go ahead and it's gonna be a lot easier instead of just trying to drag the thing around the pilot.
What are the stats for the junk jet in this game?
Oh god, I don't even remember where the heck that is at.
Junk jet, ammunition, anything.
Alright.
2,000 plus pencils?
At the end of the scene, you may roll 1 dice for each item fired from the junk jet. On an effect that item survived the attack can be reclaimed.
Left or right?
This actually, I'm sorry, this would be closer to the right. Unfortunately, this thing did not load in properly. So or what I originally had did not load in at all, and this is not loading in properly. So just using this as more of a stand-in at the point.
I see a loop around, a door.
Basically, yes, this would be for another level, which is just going to be a repeat of this level, just to warn you. And this is actually going up, not down, just to let you know.
I thought the stairs were going down.
Floor. Huh?
Okay, I thought the stairs were going down.
They are. I only have limited resources. Sorry, from Dungeon Fog, so this was the best I could give you. Apologies.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna obviously be trying to be quiet as I slip down to the floor below without my party members there.
All right. I'm gonna leave us on this map for right now. Because I'm figuring you guys are probably coming back here, even though there's not a huge amount here. Yeah, you head downstairs, and there's
sneak
no real...
edgy.
Go ahead and roll it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you make it back downstairs. You're fairly confident that if there is anything up there, it didn't hear you. And you make it.
I make it.
Sorry?
I make it back someplace.
I thought you said you were heading back downstairs. No? Did I mishear you?
Well, I thought the no. I was saying I thought the stairs on that floor were going to the basement.
No, they're going up a floor. So you're on the second level of the building right now.
Okay.
Not in the basement.
No. I'm just on the second floor then.
Oh, okay. My apologies. All right. All right. So to cut to the chase here a little bit, you sneak around this place, and a little bit surprising, there are no enemies actually up here. Seems like all the ghouls, for some strange reason, decided to congregate, whatever the fuck that word is, assemble downstairs.
Congregate.
Yeah, it is congregate. Okay, thank you. I don't know why. I was thinking that was a more sexual term.
Right.
Conjugal visit, maybe?
Conjugate, maybe.
So
I don't know.
Also, you have no room to talk, Mr. Accolades of the gym leader.
Who? What?
What?
I've been watching the Nuzlocke series you guys did, and he called the gym trainers the accolades of the gym leader. And you corrected them to acolytes.
Jacob did?
Yes. And I commented that Jacob, unfortunately, was not a very good accolade of his English teacher.
Anyways, yeah, the this level and actually the next level, that's just a repeat of this one, are both strangely absent of any dangers.
All right. I mean, I'll poke my head through the doors. Assuming I don't see any enemies, I'll go up to the next floor. do the same thing. Is there anything that catches? How many floors up does this building go? By the way.
It stops here. It stops here. This stair here does not exist in this case. Like I said, unfortunately,
it's 3 floors.
Yes.
Ground, second, third.
Yes.
Okay. Anything that catches my eye in the rooms, like immediately?
Nothing immediate, no. At least nothing that I know of. If you want to, we'll count it as your scavenging check as well. Roll me 2 separate survival and perception checks. This is a little bit of just checking to see if there's anything interesting, but we'll also count it as a salvage check as well.
3rd floor.
Okay. Whoa.
And 2nd floor.
Okay.
How many more power armor pieces do I find?
Are we just gonna outfit our dude in absolute power armor here? I love that.
Shut up. I try to keep this a little bit random, and I have decreased the amount you guys are going to find, even though that 3 successes actually meaning you're going to find a lot upstairs. We're going to go ahead and count this actually, though, as you pretty much clean out these. Well, you clean out the 3rd floor. The second
there's
floor.
There's probably stuff I missed on the 2nd floor.
Yeah, there might still be stuff left with just a success of 1.
Like a power armor leg shoved in a corner.
I'm going to first start off with the 2nd floor.
Okay.
And you're going to end on the 3rd where you are right now.
Sounds good.
And I'm actually going to give you a little bit less because you're kind of you're on your way through, just checking to make sure there's no enemies.
Yeah, no. Wasn't intending to do like a thorough search. Was intending to like scout for enemies. So just like what I happen to notice, what catches my eye as of importance. Like I'm not going to take like 2,000 pencils.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see here real quickly.
Excuse me, 2,500 pencils.
Yeah, I'll leave those for MPR to pick up.
Okay.
I will note the junk jet does 6 damage dice, and a single pencil can be ammunition for it. So
That is a deadly projectile right there.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I will count this as all that you find. You find 16 rounds of plasma cartridges.
Okay, that's gonna bring me up to 30.
Where the heck did that dice go? Shoot, there you are. You find 1 missile.
Just another fucking missile. What the hell?
Rocket
Military
launcher.
base. And 1 fusion core. Let's
brings
see
me up
here
to
real quickly. Okay. You find. We'll go ahead and go with a sturdy metal armor for the right arm.
Dirty metal R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taking a look around here real quickly. Okay. You find a gas mask.
Gas mask. Another one. Okay.
And vodka. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, you find a bottle of vodka.
Neat.
Good.
And I'm going to go ahead and say that's pretty much all you find on the 1st floor for right now. Mostly because I just don't want to give you too much. And no, I'm not going to say you find too much in the way
don't
of
take it.
weapons.
You should not mess with the spirits of old battlegrounds.
God.
God damn it.
Actually, you know what? Just to be a little bit more on the kind of sort of fair side, if you will. Actually, hang on a second here. I need to find this sheet here. You should find something here. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. What do we find? Rolling. Oh, come on. Give me a good. Wait. Okay. Is that
we can spend luck points to ask to find something, right?
if you want to? Absolutely. Though it will vary as far as how many luck points it costs, as far as what it is you're looking for.
T51 power armor.
How many points do you have left? Just out of curiosity.
3 out of 3.
3 out of 3 total. Okay. Wait, what the? No, that's late game, I think. All right. I don't know if you guys
Did
have
you
it
roll
already,
something
or-
late game for me?
Kinda, sort of.
Do you want to
It's not-
replace that with T51 power armor?
No. We're looking at weapons here. All right. You find a heavy machine gun, and that's the not late game item.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have one of those already or not, actually,
that-
but
On the extended list?
I think that is on the extended list. Yes.
Then I'll figure that shit out later.
Yeah, I believe that's extended list. I don't believe they had the heavy machine gun, 50 cal machine gun, basically, in the original list.
Is it listed as heavy or 50 cal?
I believe it would be listed as heavy.
Hoovy.
Okay, let me see. It's big gun,
Yes.
assuming.
Yes.
Heavy machine gun. Okay, yeah, no, that's not in the compendium, so it's on the extended list. Okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that was something I added in, but
Mhm.
all right. Okay, making your way up to the 3rd level. You probably don't want to take that 50 cal with you right at this moment, but it is there for you.
I'm just adding everything into my inventory. I'll add the one thing I will add to the heavy machine gun entry is there's one of them, and I'll add the weight. Extended big gun list. It weighs a number that Fuck.
Where is it? That
I'll
yeah,
just-
weight is 27. No.
All right,
yes,
thank you,
27.
because the thing was just not fucking working for me.
Yeah. I noticed something's a little odd with it. It's not responding as well to me either at the moment.
Yeah, I couldn't drag it out to actually get the info. But
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm just adding it to my sheet right now, and I'll make a note of everything I leave with the power armor for when
Okay.
we return.
All right. So, I'm not going to give the power armor to you on this level. On the next level, if you want to find another piece of T51 power armor, a piece of T51 power armor, it'll cost you 2 luck points.
Cool, I have 1 luck point left.
Okay. Do you have a desire for exactly what type of piece of power armor?
Go for the other arm so we can make never skip leg day jokes.
Or am I just going to go random with it?
What are the different pieces of a power armor?
So you have left arm, right arm, left leg, right leg, head, and torso. You guys
Right.
currently already have the torso and the right arm.
Minus that last one is also the pieces of Exodia. So, you know.
I'll take the other arm.
Okay.
So you're searching for the left.
Okay. So you do indeed find the other left arm of the T51 power armor.
Perfect.
I'm going to count that against the stuff that you find, and now
That's-
it's time to
That's fine.
your...
I have 71 bullets. No, I have 77 bullets. That'll last me for like 1 or 2 fights.
All right. Now, is there anything with a 3 here? Is there anything good I want to give you? For anything obvious you might find.
bullets.
Don't worry, you'll find plenty of that.
The one
Let's
thing
see
that I
here.
constantly find and never have enough of.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah.
Side effect of building your entire character's class around shooting a high rate of fire weapons lots of times.
You know what? I'm gonna give this one to you, Silent. Give me an option, or give me your choice. Weapon or armor. It's gonna be randomized. And this is going to basically absorb most of your success for scavenging. So you're going to find a little bit less than you might have normally expected to. But you're going to get something really good. Or, well, at least what I think should be good. Weapon?
Weapon.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. All right, so, on the 3rd level...
Actually, give me 1 second. Let me check something real quick.
Okay.
Also, Jacob, look in the Discord.
Checking.
I saw.
Are there any... Okay, so this is for small guns, specifically. Are there any weapon mods that increase the fire rate of a gun?
There would be, yes.
I could take a look at it as well. Get an extra pair of eyes.
Because if I had to pick,
Going
if I
faster.
had to pick between weapon and armor, I'd almost say, rather than finding something specific, I'd rather find 1 or 2 mods that could get put on the 308 R75. Especially something that could increase the fire rate to 3, so it could take advantage of a lot of my perks.
Oh, okay. The R75.
Yeah, it has a 308 receiver on it currently, but if there's something that could increase its fire rate to 3, so it could take advantage of my perks, that would actually be a really big bump to the weapon for me.
Okay. So,
There are some that do, but it looks like A, I don't know if they're compatible, and B, most of them require gun nut 2 or higher to install.
crap, can't find where the heck I put that at. Anyways, yes, there would be a automatic weapon upgrade, an automatic receiver upgrade, because what you
There's
have
also
is a semi-automatic receiver, basically.
Yeah, if it could accept a large quick eject mag.
The automatic barrel? No, that's... Oh.
This should be a receiver.
Okay, yeah, I see it. It's a receiver, so it would replace the 308 receiver then.
But it would reduce -1 damage gain inaccurate, but it would be installable with gun nut 1 as the perk needed to install it.
You know what, though? What I'll go ahead and say, Silent, is because we're trying to do something a little bit special for how high your success was, this is what I'll say. You find a R75 assault rifle, in 308, with a fire rate of 4.
Oh.
You also find 20 rounds of 308. Basically a full mag.
Okay, so is there a duplicate feature?
I will be adding a couple of mods to that gun because it's going to be a little bit of work to try to walk through everything there.
No, that's fine. R75.
But I want you to...
It's mod,
sorry.
Just in the description, I'm going to put it's in 308 and fire rate 4, and we'll figure the rest out later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a 308 receiver. And then
you said 20 more 308 rounds?
Yes. This is a
Okay.
bit of a unique gun, basically, that he has found. Is what I'm GMing into it.
okay.
Yeah, it was basically like take the 3 successes, burn 2 luck points, and like half of that on the power armor for Jacob, and the rest of it just goes towards like this gun and then nothing else.
Basically, you do still find a couple of other small things. But that's going to be the big ticket item. You're not going to find too much else up here.
I mean, that's really fucking good.
Yeah. That's why you're not going to find anything anything else. But
it's probably so specialized that it'll be compatible with a lot of mods. But that's really good on its own. So
it's going to have certain things on it already, and basically, yes, you're not going to be able to upgrade this past what it has.
No, that's fine. Like the only thing I really had even been looking for the one I currently have, which is an R75 308, was something to increase the fire rate, and then it was like, okay, this is just my new go-to gun.
When you need actual big amounts of damage.
Yeah, something that's not like damage 3, damage 4. Or no, I guess my current guns are damage 3 and damage 2. All of my extra damage comes from the fact that I burn ammunition in a bonfire.
Yeah. All right. Quick little thing for you, Silent. There are a couple other things you do find. You do find 3 more fusion cores.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm giving you guys plenty of these to be able to use shit in this game.
3 more.
Wasn't the one that was just complaining about me having 5 armor?
To be fair here, fusion cores is a little bit different in my opinion. Yes, the weapons they power can be very useful, but really you're going to be using them on things like vehicles and whatnot as well.
Yeah,
I was just
specifically
mentioning power armor's armor value. Although I suppose that does take damage over time that can reduce its armor value, so...
Yes. Anyways, you've also find 7 rounds of 50 cal.
7 more 50 caliber ammunition brings me up to 12.
You find noodle cup, non-irradiated.
Okay, another non-irradiated noodle cup.
And potato crisps, irradiated. Or, well, normal, if you will.
Potato crisps.
And...
Yum.
Okay, you also find a stim pack, a diluted stim pack.
Alright. Neat. That brings me up to 3 of those.
And there's one other thing I forgot, so give me a second here.
Oh, those are things I'm gonna have to give to NPR.
Sorry, what? I zoned out for a minute while I was looking at something.
Oh, I just have some things to give to NPR. Like 2 diluted rataways, 2 antibiotics. I have a bunch of diluted and normal stim packs.
Okay, yeah, just...
All just things for the medic to carry and get better results giving to us.
I was just looking because I have found a gun I want.
Ooh. He's the monk has found a gun?
You joke, but I literally played a blind monk at one point, and the party handed me a gun, and I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this?
And then you proceeded to one-shot kill the big bad evil guy, huh?
No. I literally never used it.
I thought you were gonna say you used it once and accidentally shot a party member.
No, but I was straight up playing like the blindfolded monk with blind sight around him trope, and they gave me a gun.
Seems about right.
I like the sound of it.
no,
Silent, one other
sounds
quick
fun.
thing for you. You find 15 junk and 27 bottle caps.
Alright, I will add the 27 bottle caps, which will bring me from 465 to 485, plus 7 is 492. And how much junk?
15.
Cool. Taylor, add 15 junk to your inventory.
Yay.
I'm never gonna use the stuff, so just I defaulted away from my character sheet from the get-go.
Yeah, basically, I think you guys might, if you guys don't get Scavenger on your next level up, which will be coming probably at the end of this session, honestly. Then
Scavenger
yeah,
perk?
you guys are probably just gonna use that junk to sell off for caps or something.
But I am now carrying junk that is not pencils.
Did you specifically separate how much of the junk was pencils and how much wasn't?
No, I feel like it's not really important, but we all know there's about 2,500 pencils in my inventory right now.
Yep,
Alright.
there totally is.
Also, if just send me that list of medic-related stuff on Discord, and I'll pop it in my inventory.
Okay. I'm assuming that's everything I find.
Pretty much, yes.
Alright.
You're making your way downstairs. I'm moving you back over to the main sheet here, because we've seen what those levels are like.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
on
my
your
way.
way back down, I'd say actually probably on the
Oh,
second level is
Are
where
there are there any windows?
there would be, yes.
Okay.
Some of them are broken and wide open. Others seem to have been boarded up. Difficult to say when. So some you can't really see through. Others you can easily see through.
On the
Yes.
third floor, would there have been any windows facing out in like this kind of direction?
I would say yes.
I want to, well, continuing to try and stay low, peek through the windows. See
Okay.
if I can get
scratch
because my original objective was not loot. My original objective was like scout for enemies. So
Okay.
you know, I'm gonna see if there's anything out there that, you know, pings the radar of, we're gonna have to shoot that thing.
The only big thing I say you would notice, I have to zoom out on my map here, is, well, several feet of, heck, probably closer to yards away. Yeah, it's definitely yards away from you. You do see a very large scorpion.
Like 30 yards out.
Yeah, roughly speaking, about 30 yards.
And then just some more ghouls wandering around.
You see plenty of ghouls wandering around, seemingly aimlessly. Honestly, if you wanted to, you could probably plink these guys from where you are, without too much difficulty. We could do a little bit of something for that if you wanted to, but if you fail a little bit of a mini game, you might screw over your
I was gonna
squadron.
say, if I was the only one in the building, yes, but since the NPR and Thomas are downstairs, if I fuck it up, the ghouls are gonna probably come inside and catch them flat-footed,
Yes.
so to speak. So, yeah, no, again, if I was the only one in the building, I'd probably try to plink them because I'd devise some, like, exit plan for myself to get away first, but, like, with them being downstairs, no.
Right.
Just getting eyes on the target is fine.
Yeah, so you do know that there is a giant scorpion. I would also say, like these three ghouls here,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's after the scorpion got mad at a couple of them.
So there's a couple of ghoul bodies.
Yes.
There, I see a scorpion. It's currently, like, clamped two ghouls together and is playing jump rope with the corpses.
Something kind of like that. Man, that image is very weird and it's now stuck in my head.
You're welcome. All right.
My mama, your mama.
You
Alright.
do also, I would say, notice a couple of these vehicles here, including a armored APC that has seemingly crashed into. The truck has crashed into this building. The armored APC has seemingly crashed into this building over here.
Okay, I actually have to check my inventory real quick. I actually don't know if these are... Hey, 1 second. Let me... I don't think I have anything that has that. don't think I have any. Is an item?
What?
No, binoculars are not an item. Do we have anything that can, like, be used as binoculars? Like, is there, like, a binocular function on, like, a Pip-Boy or something?
Not really. I'm a little surprised there isn't a binocular in game.
Yeah,
thought
no,
I
I was looking
Oh.
for binoculars to try to get, like, better eyes on that APC, but I don't have, like, anything that, like, a gun that has a sight or... And binoculars aren't an item, so...
Huh, that is weird. I could have sworn I saw binoculars in the list somewhere, but I'm not going to spend an hour looking.
No,
You could use a scope
I don't have
if you
one.
have a scope. Somebody else does.
I don't think. Let me double check my mods list specifically, but I don't
think you have a scope, but you could use a scope.
Yeah, I don't have a scope, so no. I guess what do my eyes see on it? I mean, it's,
As far as the APC is concerned?
yeah, I mean it's another 30 yards out, so I'm not gonna get anything too special.
I mean, yes, but that's also not a football field's worth of distance.
It's only a third of
um,
one.
Right. So you can make out a fair amount. However, being that, like, the front of it is buried into the side of the building over here, you can't tell that much on the front of it. On your side, it looks mostly intact. Again, as far as the detailing is concerned, no, you're too far for that.
Yeah.
But it does look mostly intact. I will say that there does seem to be something funky with the turret on top of it. You know what? Actually, give me a second here real quickly.
No, I think that's probably enough information for what I'd get. Am I able to see what this is?
Hang on a second. What? Oh, that's just a pile of junk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like a broken plane wing or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd say that's probably about as much info as I'd be able to get 30 yards out on the APC. Anything specific I can see on, like, the Jeep or either the cargos?
Nothing specific you can see on the trucks. The one buried in the building over here,
Probably
that
cocked.
one you can kind of tell is pretty well screwed, yes.
Yeah, okay.
The one way over here, that's nearly more than half a football field away from you, that's getting to be a little bit further, a little bit harder to make out details,
Yeah.
but at a glance, it seems like it's mostly there. The Jeep
So
here...
probably best, my guesstimate would be best case. We could probably scrap parts from it if we needed to.
Possibly, yes. You know what? Give me, though, a survival and perception. I need a difficulty of, I'm gonna say 3 in this particular case.
Okay, and it's an AP to add a dice?
Yes. 1 for 1, 2 for a second dice.
I'm gonna burn 3 AP to roll 4 dice.
Okay.
No.
2 successes. Alright. If you want to, you can try to spend a luck point to re-roll one of those.
I'm gonna use my last luck
You?
point to reroll the 19.
Okay.
No.
16. Still not enough.
No.
Okay.
Every time I have a roll that I want to actually succeed, I fail it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's
This was
how it
difficult
goes.
because of, again, the distance and detail. However, there is one thing. On this Jeep over here, you notice a little bit of an odd silhouette on top of the Jeep. You would be familiar enough, having had military experience, that silhouette resembles a gun mount and possibly a gun on top of it.
Okay.
Beyond that, though, you can make out no further detail.
No, that's fair. That's perfectly fair. That's It was in the hands of the dice, and the dice were like, "You're
Yeah.
not in combat. Fuck off." All right, I'm gonna come down. So I'm assuming they're both in the power armor room, and not.
No, they were coming up to you.
Yeah, we're on our way to you now.
Oh,
So they're gonna be.
I'll probably meet them on the first floor because I was doing that while they were like looking at all this stuff.
Okay. I'm actually going to say that you do meet them, but you meet them on the second floor on your way down because it took you a little bit of time to scout out up there.
No, that's fair.
So that's going to be my little bit of a ruling there.
No, that's perfectly reasonable.
So give me a second here. I'm trying to do this. Come on. Wait, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Thank you. All right, sorry, trying to do something here real quickly. Hopefully that stays for a little while. Okay, so you run into them basically on the second floor, and Thomas is actually, yes, he is in the power armor already, but he's moving very slow and very clunky. You can hear him even while you're just starting your way down from the third floor. And sorry, go ahead.
Axel, you got a couple of those fusion cores real quick?
It is taking all of my self-control. Okay, yup. No, I'm gonna give him one of the fusion cores.
Just pop one in the back and give me a spare. Hey, he's got a jab a thumb to the back where the port is for the fusion core.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say NPR is following him, like
Axel,
takes a step, waits for him to finish another step.
Axel walks around, and as he's putting in the fusion core, he's just like, "That's what she said," and puts a fusion core into the power armor, and then.
Oh, there we go. Now it's live.
There's another arm upstairs.
Good. I'll go ahead and get that put on here in just a sec.
Also, I was coming down to tell you guys about that being up there. We got some ghouls outside. The floors up here are clear.
Cool.
I found a pretty nice looking gun that I need to check out a little bit closer. But we also got we got a couple of trucks. One of them, hard to tell. It's pretty far away. The other one's buried in a building. And looks pretty fucked. But we might be able to scrap some parts from them.
Okay.
There's a armored APC that's buried in a building that looks like it might potentially be in pretty good condition.
Just so you guys can see what an APC looks like, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, for those of you who are unfamiliar, an APC is an armored personnel carrier. It's a armored vehicle that's designed to carry like a squad or two of soldiers and protect them from light arms and kind of middle arms fire.
Yeah.
But like once you start getting into heavier calibers, explosives, it's gonna punch through.
Yes. I just wanted you to also to be able to see what they kind of look like, Silent. So you have a basic idea there. All right. Yes,
I
sorry
have
about
played Command and Conquer Generals before.
that. Okay.
I've
played
literally been in an APC.
I played basically exclusively China, so I'm very familiar with APCs.
Okay.
I am derp.
I'm just an army brat. I've literally been in an APC, not
I
like in a
drove a
combat
Sherman
situation.
We
That
also
was fun.
I got to drive a Sherman tank. Yes, my favorite tank in the world.
I'd love to be in a position where I could do one of those, like, even just be like there in periphery to like shit that like Demolition Ranch has done, like just using a tank to like fire at like a car like next to a berm. Like that just looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be an awesome experience. It also looks like we have a Humvee out there though near the Scorpion. Looks like it could be in good condition, and there's some kind of gun mounted on the back. So, things we might want to take a look at as we're on our way. I think it was... this building was the... generator?
That's the way to the generator, yes.
Yeah, things we might want to take a look at while we're dealing with the generator. But, yeah, no, there's a fucking, like, 10-foot long scorpion out there playing jump rope with some ghoul corpses, so, things of concern.
That sounds normal. How big was that rad scorpion?
Like,
Roughly 10 feet.
10, 15 feet.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah, that's a big one.
Hard to tell. It was, you know, roughly 100 feet out.
Now, if you can make that guess from 100 feet out, then definitely something we'll either want to avoid or take special care in taking on.
The unfortunate thing is the
There's the guy wearing power armor.
yeah.
I mean,
Wearing
this-
nearly half a full set of power armor.
Oh,
you can
we
take
might-
it off.
we might be able to skirt around it. It looked like there was an entrance on the side of the generator building that we could go in without exposing ourselves to it. But if we want to get to that APC or that Humvee with the turret out there, we're gonna have to deal with that thing.
All right. Well, I guess we know where we're going next then.
The third floor to get you another arm.
Yep.
First things first.
Power armor.
Yep. Get the
All right,
power
just-
armor sheet back up, and I'm gonna add a second arm to it.
Yep. Just basically duplicate everything that's on the right arm to the left arm. Now, Jacob, while you're wearing the power armor, do you want to use the power armor token, or do you just want to go ahead and keep using your normal token?
I'll keep using my normal token. We haven't
Okay.
found a helmet yet, so it's like I've still got my head out with my hat on.
I
then-
almost said headpiece just because of that.
Don't worry, I'm sure by the end of you guys exploring just this part of Area 51, you'll find the rest of that T-51. Grr. You're supposed to start off with T-45, by the way.
Uh-huh. I blame you.
I was gonna say we're getting some
Uh.
real mixed messages here.
Yeah.
Bad luck on my part. well.
Just ahead of time, let me know, do I lose any of the qualities that are on a normal 308 R75?
I think you will. I think there is one or two things you are going to lose on a normal R75.
Okay, because I know it's normally two-handed, reliable, and accurate with the 308. So,
That's with semi-automatic receiver, though. I think the automatic receiver adds inaccurate.
okay.
I have to double check a couple of things on that. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff I got to go through because that's going to be a unique gun, actually.
Yeah, no, I've
It might
figured as
also-
much.
Makes sense to uniquely not use the 308 receiver because by default it gives it 7 damage dice.
6. It's
yes.
6. It's 6 damage dice for the 308 on it.
Okay. Still kind of.
Yes, I'm going to be making one or two changes to it, yes. However, that being said, the damage is actually something I'm going to keep with it. In this particular case. This is a unique gun. Normally, you add on an automatic receiver, it reduces the damage by 1.
Yeah. No, I figured when you said, like, this is a unique gun, you can't, like, modify it at all. Like, after getting it, it's like, okay, that's...
It's going to have some mods on it, but those mods are there really more so I can justify certain things, whilst also being able to say, you can do this, not this.
No, that's fair.
All right. And was there anything else you guys wanted to do while you're in this building? Sorry. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I've kind of been distracting myself.
I don't think anything in particular.
Yeah, Jacob, you grab that arm, so that's taken care of. All right, so we'll go ahead and say you guys reconvened again down the bottom floor. And I'll let you guys choose where you want to head from there.
Alright, so we can keep going building the building, clear out ghouls as we can, because we don't want to have an army of ghouls go on to us if we end up getting that, hitting up that scorpion.
Oh, well, I'll like point out the ghouls from the 3rd floor while we're up there. Like, we got some ghouls around the side of the building. There's some ghouls like out there near the scorpion, out near the buildings, but the building right next to us is the generator building.
Let's go ahead and handle up the generator next, and then we go ahead and start clearing out.
I mean, if you want, I can try to deal with some of the ghouls from up here. Now that I didn't want to deal with them before while you guys were down the 1st floor.
You got a scope?
No, I don't got a scope, but I can.
Give me a sec.
Okay. I was gonna say I can take a shot at it. Worst case scenario, we melt them as they come up the stairs.
Double checking.
You know what? Safety precaution. NPR.
Yes.
Can you do us a favor and go stand at the top of the staircase?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, now we have a door behind us, Jacob.
Yes.
Now we're fine.
So, yeah, Thomas is going to pull out the scoped laser musket.
Okay.
Oh, stealth
Well, this-
benefit too. That's going to be a lot quieter than a gunshot.
He hasn't rolled for stealth himself.
Right, I'm just saying it's not going to make a big gunshot
yes,
noise that
yes, it
attracts
doesn't make
attention
as
around the
loud.
area. So it'll be less likely to pull them in quickly.
To be
If
fair,
you miss and
my other thing was I was just gonna use the suppressed 10 mil.
That could work too, but at least with the scoped laser musket, you've got a scope to work with.
Yep.
So,
Give.
all this makes me feel a lot. I'm interested to see how you'll work with me on getting what I want.
It is an energy
later.
weapon skill. Do you have the energy weapon skill?
I have it at 3 and tagged.
Cool. Okie dokie. So yeah, how do I go ahead and get this handed over to you so that you can add it to your sheet?
Just put in chat the damage dice and fire rate and ammo type and rage. And
There's a bit more to it than that, but give me half a sec.
I guess the qualities and effect. Yeah, okay.
There's
Now that I'm thinking about this,
yeah. What I would say, honestly, well, no, because that won't work either.
Do you want to just tell me what the mod is called? And for, like, does your gun have anything other than the scope on it?
Yes.
Yes, it's got quite a bit to it, actually.
Okay, well, fuck, that makes it harder.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why not just have Jacob roll it and then manually compare the numbers to your skills?
Yeah,
I'd
say
that's gonna
Because
be easier.
I do have energy weapon, but my energy weapon is 4.
That's fine. It's not gonna affect the when we compare it to my skills.
Mm-hmm. All right. But
Nope.
yeah, there's. I put into Discord the initial weapon description here.
Okay.
And,
I was gonna say, just don't fuck up the rolls, Jacob.
Wow. Dang.
Putting all the pressure on you.
Yeah, because
Thanks.
if it's
Honestly,
his roles,
silent,
quote unquote.
silent. In this case, my rolls are good because I roll low. It's your rolls that go high.
Yeah, he's got a point there. to be
Except when I'm
completely
searching
fair.
for, like, stuff.
Apparently, yeah. By the way, these are the 4 that are on there. It's got like a boosted capacitor, full stock, a short scope, and a 4 crank capacitor, so I can just crank it up for more power.
Alright. Let me see this sheet.
Alright, so
Special firing a laser musket consumes 2 shots of ammunition each time. So each capacitive mod for the laser musket increases both damage and number of shots consumed. And reduces the number of shots
yep,
consumed.
and I do have to double check
For each shot consumed, fewer
how
than
many
normal.
fusion cells I've got.
Oh no, it would be using my ammo. It's fine.
Alright,
And
Alright.
I have 71 fusion cells, so
cool.
we're fine.
Alright then, so
Dan gave me a lot of fusion cells last time.
pick
Yep.
your target.
Alright. Range medium, so we can go up to 100 feet out.
Yes, without penalty.
Alright, we're gonna start with that motherfucker out there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Now you're going to be going for a bit more of the stealthy sniper type aspect of all of this.
You want me to roll a new sneak? It's like how well I can conceal myself when firing, after firing.
So
etc.
here's what I'm going to go ahead and say is that, all right, so your first shot, we're going to do energy. It's a bit of a mini game almost here. So, you were going to use your current stealth at the moment of just 1.
1, okay.
Okay. So first up is we want the energy weapons. Your a simple attack, if you will,
Yup.
with said weapon.
Energy weapon
Alright.
and perception?
Yes, correct.
My perception is 7. Okay.
All right.
2 successes.
Nice.
Okay. That's more than enough, definitely.
So I'll just do this so we can get to the damage part here.
Yup.
Okay. And
that's
go ahead.
That's 2 shots, yeah?
2 shots per crank. So if
Yes.
you're for each crank, you have to do a 2 crank minimum for the shot. However, if you go up to 4 cranks, it ups the damage but uses more ammo.
So right now, if I just use 2 ammo, it's damage 6?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna use 1 shot. Actually, no,
Alright.
we're trying to snipe them out, so I can go up to 8 damage for 4 ammo? Am I understanding it correctly?
I hope I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah.
Dan, are we understanding this correctly?
I lost that page. Give me a second. Sorry.
DM, help!
I was looking it up, and the darn thing disappeared on me, and it's being a pain in my butt right now. Where the hell did you go?
DM, help! Oh, we've never used this gun before. We don't know how it works.
Yeah, because give me a second here. That gun's a little bit more tricky than some of them, unfortunately. Where the hell did you go? It's not that difficult.
What are you looking for? Sorry.
Okay, here we are.
How the damage works with the crank function.
Okay, so your normal standard rate of fire is 0 with the laser musket. You do normal of 5 damage. Yes, with a 4 crank capacitor, your damage goes up to... Actually, it should be at 7. I don't know why it's saying 6. So your normal damage is now 7. However, you are consuming 4 shots per attack just straight up. It's a bit weird. It doesn't actually give you
You know, I mean, that seems like...
a fire rate. It just ups the damage and the amount of ammunition you're using up. But,
Huh.
okay.
So I assume it's just a single shot. Well, fire...
It's a single shot, yes.
Fire rate... It's weird that it's at 0.
Yeah, this is one of the few guns that has a fire rate of 0. But
Okay.
basically what it's telling you is that you're only getting 1 shot and doing 7 damage.
So if I use 4 ammo, it's 7. If I use 2 ammo, it's what? 5?
You can't. According to this, you're stuck at...
it says you may
It's 4
reduce the
shots.
number of shots consumed, reducing the damage by 1 for each shot consumed fewer than normal to a minimum of 4 DC 1 shot. So if I'm understanding correctly, I could theoretically go down to 4 damage for just 1 ammo?
Okay,
No, you'd be at 5
Well, no, I'm
damage
looking at
for
the
1 ammo.
5 damage for 1 ammo. Okay, so
5 damage for 1 ammo.
6 for 2.
Right.
7
And
for 3.
No, it's yeah, that's the weird thing. It's 6 for 3 ammo, and 4. Wait, hang on a second here. What the fuck am I?
I'm looking at
Okay.
I'm looking at his special on there, and it says for every 1 damage dice you remove.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm misreading this. Okay, so
Yep.
yes, you
So
are correct.
Here's how it goes. All right, it's always 2 cranks. Okay, so it's always going to use 2 shots for 5 damage. If you go to 3 cranks, it goes to 6. If you go to 4 cranks, it goes to 7.
Okay, shit makes sense again. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need increased
That helps.
capacitor mod on it, though.
Yeah, it's got a 4 crank capacitor mod. So Silent can
Yeah.
either choose to do 5, 6, or 7 damage, depending on if he wants to use 2, 3, or 4 ammo,
Yeah.
or pretty
Alright.
much cranks per the rifle.
I just wanted to make sure I understood how it worked. We're gonna
Yep.
pop down to 67 ammo. I'm gonna
So we're
make
doing
sure.
it-
I'm gonna make sure that actually adjusted all my shit. It didn't. That's awesome. Thanks, Roll20. Fuck yourself.
So we're just gonna do 5 damage.
No, I'm using 4 ammo.
Okay, so he's
We're
doing.
doing a
7
4. We're doing a
damage.
4 crank shot at him.
Okay,
Which I'm
let me
assuming-
pop my shit back up. You've already got it set to.
It was 1 success to hit, right?
Yes.
All right. Just want to know so I can get my AP back slowly.
Mhm.
So it's 7 damage dice. Let me double check my perks. Okay. Cranks are technically spending ammunition to increase the damage, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the way it describes it.
Okay.
And in a way, it's probably better to. It increases the chance of more damage per hit, but at the same time, it's at the cost of ammo. Whereas-
That's normal for me.
It's like burst damage versus concentrated damage.
I have this.
When you make a long-range attack and spend ammunition to increase the damage, you may reroll up to 3 DC. So 3 dice. Okay, so let's roll.
Yep.
Let's roll 7 dice real quick.
That's why I was asking that. All right, you know those 3 misses. Just go ahead and re-roll those, please.
Let's see.
Actually, I got it for you. I got it for you.
I got it.
There you go.
Never mind.
Okay, so that is 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
This guy here is okay.
Roll a d20 for location.
Yeah.
That tracks.
8 is okay. So he's down to 1 hit point.
Got him right through the torso.
And you get a solid shot right onto this guy's chest. He's actually, well, frankly, you know what? Actually, we'll hold off on that for just a moment.
And I'm
He's
gonna say
definitely staggered by that blast.
I'm gonna say for
Um,
strategic purposes, Thomas.
Yeah.
Can you be like at a corner here of windows, like watching the other ghouls for any movement?
Yeah.
just so we can give NPR a heads up if he's going to be playing Electric Door.
You may as well move our characters two windows of the sort.
Yeah.
NPR to stairwell.
We're sort of not on that part of the map proper.
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
It's
yeah, the building is close enough in representation. It'll be okay.
yeah. It's
Okay, yeah,
estimates.
Yeah. In order to do that, it would be a lot more complicated.
We'd lose all the ghouls and everything off the map.
Yep.
So,
We
okay.
are cleaning up the outside.
All right. So first thing now, actually, both Thomas and Axel, give me stealth rolls. So
Well, it was a good idea when we had it.
don't worry too much about it.
Two successes.
Okay, so 2 successes. That's good. And Thomas, I do want just a sneak from you as well.
I know.
Can I assist him by like throwing dirt on his head?
You didn't need it.
Hold on.
Must have been the
I
wind.
do have luck points.
No. Save your luck points. You don't need it. It's okay.
Taylor must have been the wind.
The ghoul
Don't
just
worry.
like looking at a solid 1.5-inch chunk out of its like left bicep.
All right. So that was something I wanted from you first, Thomas, being that you're helping out with this. However, this next part does matter a little bit more so. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for it, you're going to be doing a I'll give you the option of
This
let's
is
see here.
Both of us?
No, this is just Thomas.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Of either survival or energy weapons, or small guns, or sneak. That's 4 different choices, and perception. And this is going to be, at this particular moment, just a difficulty of 1 at this moment.
Wait, what is
Which
this?
were my 4 again?
What is this for?
Energy weapons,
Okay.
small guns,
Mhm.
sneak, or survival.
Energy weapons, definitely.
What is this-
Energy
what is
weapons
this-
of what?
What is this for?
Perception. This is kind of Overwatch for him.
Okay, do you have any
So,
skill in small guns?
No. But I do have energy weapons at 4, tagged at a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's okay. I gave him plenty of choices, and it's meant to be a bit of a...
Wow.
All right. Good enough, but barely. All right. So,
I'm
Thomas,
gonna need more
you've
soda.
gone... Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just commenting. I'm gonna need more soda.
I was
Just
having
good for
ideas.
beer.
What is the Overwatch doing?
Basically, it is doing what you guys wanted him to do. He's keeping an eye on all the ghouls right now, to make sure that they don't sneak up on you guys. But
Okay.
I wanted to give it something for him to actually have to roll for, so we have a bit of gameplay here instead of just saying, "Oh, you look out and you can see them moving around."
Okay.
I
have.
This is meant to add a little bit of a mini game almost to the situation you guys have going on right now.
I have
Oh, joy.
ideas. Hey, Thomas, looks like you're a little bit better with these energy weapons than I am.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna take the shots, and I can provide Overwatch with the silenced gun?
Clarification here. The sneak is going to be a little bit more important for this whole sniping game.
For the sniper?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, then no.
Whole reason I handed it to you.
Never mind then. Okay, I was just like, he's better with energy weapons. I'm better with small guns. I have a silent small gun. Nope. If sneak is more important for the sniping portion, then yeah,
I'm going to
no,
say
I
that
will.
for this particular almost mini game we're doing, bending the rules here a little bit.
Nope, that's fine. That's fine.
The sneak is a little bit more important for what you guys are trying to do. For Thomas, he needs to be more perceptive, is what we're looking for from him, basically.
Okay, okay.
He's got to be watching to make sure these things don't sneak up on you. And actually, well, it's not really needed yet. But for a little bit of the fun of it, NPR, so we don't leave you out, go ahead and give me melee or survival and perception.
Unarmed.
Or I'm sorry, unarmed melee or survival or athletics, if you want that.
Unarmed is my best skill out of those. So
Perfect.
Okay. Good news is it's not as important at this particular moment, but
I'm mostly looking at some stuff on the side. Anyhow, I'm waiting for things to punch me so I can punch them back.
all right. So, Silent, you get your you quickly take your shot, duck back down. You hear the moaning and groaning of a lot of these ghouls around you. Your gun's not exactly silenced, but it is not the loudest crack and bang that there is either. After a minute or so, the ghouls do seem to calm down. Thomas, you're able to keep a little bit better eye on things. Whilst Axel is kind of just trying to stay out of line of sight for the moment. And the ghouls, they do kind of shuffle about a little bit, having been disturbed, but you don't see any open hostilities from them.
Oh, good.
Silent, you get the indication from Thomas that it seems like everything is cleared. And as you peek your head back out, the ghoul that you had gotten the good shot on has by this point bled to death.
Okay, and now there's one like right in front of me.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna take like a deep breath, let it out.
Don't forget you can do aimed shots as well.
I'm gonna place...
Oh, wait, you can do aimed shots for free. You have a Pit Boy.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna put the...
God bless that.
The scoped
Yes.
laser rifle to the side. And I'm gonna pull out the silenced 10 mil.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep, that's more than within range.
Take
definitely.
in another full breath as I start to line up the shot. Let like half of it out. And silently burst this fucker down.
Okay.
So this is suppressed 10. We're not going to add any additional dice on.
Ooh.
And I don't have any luck points left to reroll that.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
So that's a gun jam.
Yes, that is a... Well, actually, it's not going to be a gun jam in this particular case. It's going to be a little bit worse, a little bit better.
Okay.
As you line up your shot on this ghoul here...
That's the cost of your power arm, Jacob!
You take a shot at this guy.
It's okay,
and-
I'll take a power arm over stealthing from ghouls any day.
You for whatever reason though, maybe the wind, maybe just really bad luck, you do not land a single hit on this guy. And it also just so happens that while you're trying to light this poor sucker up, he's a little confused as to what's happening around him and just happens to look directly up at you in the eye.
Yeah.
DG, just grin and wave.
So...
Do I have a bomb?
All right, so before anything else, before that,
So
first things
what
first.
would be the ramifications of throwing a missile at him?
I'm afraid missiles would not necessarily detonate without the ignition source in this particular case. At least
I was
not
going to say,
the,
depending on the missile, it might not be impact triggered, so you might just hit him on the head with a very large object.
I mean, you
What?
could shoot the missile and
What
blow it
if
up.
I then shoot the missile after hitting him on the head?
It's like chuck a missile and somebody goes, "Kazunk," and that's it.
Of course,
Um,
that would mean that we are going out of stealth and going ham.
No. Just more of a comic thought.
Of course.
Now, is the 10 mil jammed up? Is it still usable?
No, the 10 mil is still usable, actually.
You know what? I will
Um,
take that over a jam.
Yes. All right. So don't worry, that's not on you. That's just to indicate that he is entering the building. All right. However,
He
before
teleported
anything
to the
else,
third
even
floor window.
Actually, before this action here, I need everybody to give me their selected choice of roles again. Silent, for you, in this case, it is the sneak and agility, or standard sneak roll.
2 success.
Okay, good.
Hopefully clear from the rest of the shit.
All right. It does impact everybody else's rolls to an extent, yes. Thomas, I need the whatever it was, the energy weapon and perception, or whatever it was you chose.
Oh no.
Okay.
I am spending some luck to re-roll that, please.
Okay.
That's two
Yeah, this
luck.
is a difficulty 1, unfortunately.
Let's try that again. That's even worse!
And you're not allowed to re-roll that. Okay.
Well,
Hey!
NPR, did you roll for me already?
nope.
All right, so go ahead and roll your unarmed and what is that? Strength.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's not worse. Can't you only re-roll 1 dice with luck?
You can spend 2 luck and re-roll 2 dice.
Fuck!
You could. It's that you can only reroll any given dice once.
Yes.
Fuck!
Anyway, here's my unarmed roll. I'm gonna do an additional dice because a cautious nature.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
hopeful.
Oh my god!
All right. Can I buy?
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Can I buy new
It's a
teammates?
19, not a 20. So
Okay.
Can I
so that's
buy
totally
new
better.
teammates for stealth missions, please? Like, are there like mercenaries I can hire?
There will be, yes.
look, I've
Okay.
actually one of the things I want would be helpful for stealth missions because it's a pneumatic gun, and therefore I wouldn't have to be stealthy in the sense of making less noise.
That would be really
Okay.
useful, yeah.
So, unfortunately,
Shit just
We're
went
going
sideways.
ham.
yeah, unfortunately, what you guys end up getting is 3 ghouls have entered the building and are currently working their way up through the floors. I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys basically have another turn of free moves, if you will. Free rolls to decide what you want to do. If you want to reinforce MPR07, MPR07 wants to do something to reinforce his own position. Or maybe take another shot at somebody on the outside. Up to you
Is
guys.
there a window that I can see this school through?
You're going to raise the difficulty on yourself.
If there is a window that he can see it through. Hang on a second here. I'm going to roll for a little bit of luck on that. Oh, yes. That will definitely increase the difficulty substantially.
So-
You're looking at a base of 3 in that particular case.
With the Pit Boy?
Even with the Pip-Boy.
The Pip-Boy lets you take the aim action for free, and all the aim action does is let you determine which part of them you hit if you do hit.
Yes.
Alright, what's the distance on the shot?
From where you are to that building?
I'm assuming I had to move to, like, get a shot through the window?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but, I mean, it's going to be well within range no matter what, really, of
Yeah.
any of your weapons, I'd say.
So it's 50 and under?
Yeah.
Alright, let's fuck her up.
I have one thing I would like to do before these guys reach me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off the jacket of my blue pinstripe suit and roll up my sleeves.
Our
The
assault,
doctor is about to get real.
our
Let me
assaultron
see
muscle.
here.
So I'm burning all of my AP.
Okay,
For,
just gonna make sure that you hit this little fucker.
for 4 dice on the shot.
Okay. One quick. Oh, too late. Oh my gosh.
5 successes!
That's 2 points back.
Yeah, I only gave myself 1. 2 points. Yay!
All right. Let me see here. Before we get to that, before you roll your damage,
That's fine,
NPR,
that's fine.
just for the fun of it, your choice of speech or athletics and charisma.
So the shot from before.
Athletics, sure.
Go for it. 1 success. All right. Okay. Yes.
Try to get it on that with my 4
Oh.
charisma and my
Okay,
non-tag
well,
skill.
I'm actually gonna save
I'm
that.
actually, I would have rolled an extra 1 on that because I have cautious nature, and that means statistically I should be adding action points to everything.
All right, go ahead.
That is not a success.
No extra successes, but that's okay. Good enough. All right, so I'm actually going to pocket that success.
Not
for
everything,
right
but
now.
most. Honestly, should not probably do it on anything that's lower than 10, but everything else, I'm just going to default to that.
That's okay.
Because
Yeah.
if I spend an action point extra, what does cautious nature do again? Cautious nature. Oh, that's right. I can reroll one of the d20s. So that one didn't actually cost me a luck point previously.
Oh, okay.
Take that luck point back, buddy. You're gonna need it.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the
So-
cost of your power armor second arm, Jacob.
That does mean I get to reroll the 18, though.
Yes.
Oh, there we
Two
go.
successes.
Let's go.
Okay. Good.
That's an
Which
extra
is-
2.
Wait.
Which
this
is 1 extra
it's not
success.
tag skill, is it?
No.
No, okay, that's why.
okay.
That's
So
why.
then it's
So I just
yeah.
balance out my action point total,
Right.
which is what happens all the time with cautious nature.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Silent, go ahead and roll the damage.
All right. Fire rate 3 plus 1 extra dice for. I will link it for you. Commando level 1.
Okay. Really gonna be trying to light up this little sucker.
I mean it's 7 damage dice,
Okay. Go for it.
and I'm gonna reroll that 1 miss.
Okay.
Did that roll?
I don't see it. Just roll a damage dice on its own, basically.
Oh, it's because I rolled 0 dice.
Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect.
So 8 should be a kill, I believe, on a ghoul.
Yep, that is indeed very much so a kill. All right, so
This window silently shatters somehow.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
using an energy weapon. Maybe just melts a hole where it hits.
No,
well,
I'm
he was
using
using his 10 millimeter.
my 10 mil, and it's suppressed.
But yes, you
Ah.
successfully managed to gun down this ghoul very easily, very clearly, without too much of an incident.
And I will, at that point, assuming, because I saw the 3 coming, assuming that last one will be coming, I'll train back to the door over here.
Okay. Those 3 ghouls are already in. However, first things first, I need you and Thomas to give me your your stealth roll and Thomas's Overwatch roll.
I believe he was referring to a different door.
Woo!
1,
Okay,
2.
good.
The one that just rolled up its sleeves.
Yeah.
No. I was training over to the door that the ghouls are coming into in preparation of the assumption that the other ghoul that I can't see from the other side is coming.
All right.
Because I saw the
Oh,
other
that
3.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
All
the
right.
other three. I didn't see the fourth one, and I'm just like, it's probably alerted, but we don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I missed that. Okay, 1 success. Okay.
Yeah, 1 success, 2
That
success.
that is enough because of your silenced gun in this particular case. So yes. Okay.
Benefits
That
of using a silencer.
that's good. Okay. And NPR. We're gonna go over to you, and we're gonna need just a straight up unarmed attack as 3 ghouls charge up the stairs at you.
Defib time.
All right, cool. Yeah, defib claw, an additional dice,
1 success.
and then I get to re-roll one because I spent AP for an additional.
NPR.
So
have you
that's
ever
three
gone?
successes.
Have you ever gone bowling NPR? It's nothing like this, but it's kind of similar.
That's actually perfect. I was hoping to get 2 successes out of you, so 3's even better. All right. So, as these 3 ghouls charge up the stairs at you, having taken the time to slide off your dapper jacket, roll up your sleeves, you're not nearly as restrained as normal, and you're prepped for these 3 ghouls coming at you. And almost like a Jackie Chan robotic knockoff, you just knock these guys' blocks off one after the other.
I gently. What is the one description of jujitsu? The art of gently folding someone's clothes while they are still inside of them.
Yeah.
I fold these people's clothes.
Yeah, I
with a little bit of electricity.
I took those that extra charisma roll we had you make, and basically gave you an extra kill with that. Is in essence what I was doing.
Yeah, pocketing that success from earlier.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you easily dispatch of all 3 of these guys. And no, they don't manage to get a single hit on you.
Pop, zap, whack.
Yes. All right. That is that turn there. All right. Axel, you gonna try to take another sniper shot or anything? You guys still have the 1 ghoul on the side of the building here that, interestingly enough, has not moved. You have the 3 ghouls up here, plus the rad scorpion that do not seem interested. And I would say you might be able to see through the scope these 2 ghouls. They would shuffle around, so you would have caught the motion.
All right. I'll resling the 10 mil. Pick up the scoped energy weapon again. Look over at Thomas and NPR. Already?
Give a nod.
NPR also nods.
His face is covered in ghoul blood.
I was going to say, as he's wiping chunks of ghoul off of his hands.
And
Fortunately, none of it got onto your shirt.
energy weapon is energy perception, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna crank that fucker 4 times.
Right.
Just gonna bring me down to...
Sounded like the psycho sound effect.
60,
Yeah, it did a little bit.
63 fusion cells. Make sure it's updating over here. Hey, it did. That's nice. We're gonna burn an AP. Because I don't know what I need for successes on this thing. And we're popping a shot at the Rad Scorpion.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Oh my god.
fucking kidding me?
Well, one success still hits the rad scorpion.
Stop
Yeah.
rolling like Killjaw.
I can't help it! Give me my crits, fucker!
Oh, okay, that's
You knew this was going to happen eventually. Both of you knew. You've seen my rolling in Roll20.
Of course.
There are only 2 results on a d20. 1s and 20s. Nothing else exists.
Should aim for the ones.
Oh, all right. So, unfortunately, that's going to make things a little bit more interesting.
Well, it's okay.
alright.
We have an electrified door. It's fine.
So, you don't have the damage yet, correct, Silent?
I have not rolled damage.
Okay.
It's 7 damage dice. I can roll it whenever.
Right. Go ahead and roll. You did hit it. You only needed the 1. 8 damage.
I'm re-rolling the 2 misses.
Okay.
And an effect.
9 damage with an effect of Pierce 2, I believe. If I remember the
Okay.
Yes, an effect of Pierce 2.
Okay.
Do you
So
need me to
that
roll
is-
a d20?
I'm sorry?
Do you need me to roll a d20?
Not on animals, really. They're a little bit different. Well, actually,
Don't they
No,
just
we-
have a different hit
no,
location
they don't. They
chart?
don't list a different hit location chart. Is the problem?
Even though when it comes to, like, say, rad scorpions, you can target the torso, the head, each
The
pincer,
claws.
each pincer.
Oh yeah,
each
I will.
tail, and the tail.
I'll target the.
Besides, you got an aim. Remember?
Yeah,
That
I
you
have.
choose.
I have the aiming. I'm gonna try to hit the base of the stinger where it connects to the tail. And by
Okay.
try, I mean I will. Because Pip-Boy.
Right. Okay.
It's like, this is a scorpion that's like 10 to 15 feet across. I'm probably more concerned with like the lasting effects of its stinger
Alright,
than
it
its
absorbs-
claws.
Oh yeah, the poison's crazy. Edible when cooked, so long as you don't have any ulcers in your stomach.
that
But
removes that.
What
there,
the
so don't
fuck?
worry. Okay.
yeah, there is such a thing as using the scorpion venom to as a seasoning.
Awesome! The people in the Fallout world are fucking crazy. Awesome.
Probably the radiation poisoning.
That is okay. So, actually, due to that piercing, basically ignoring 2 of the energy damage resistance of the scorpions, you managed to do 8 damage to the rad scorpion's tail.
Okay.
That
you
is
effectively top it off.
not. Well, actually, hang on a second here. That is
Yeah, I'm not aiming for like
Ew.
the tail like itself. I'm aiming for like where
up here.
the stinger
Oh,
connects
fine.
to the tail.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's like right at the, like if you zoom in really, really close, like I'm doing right now, like right there.
I would actually say yes. That is actually enough damage to cut off the scorpion stinger.
I'll take it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a success in my book. So what
Well,
are the
it's 8
ramifications
damage.
of 2
That's
natural
more
20s?
than critical damage. Yes. That will go ahead and cut off the stinger of the scorpion. I really should actually charge you a luck point, but being
I
that
don't
that
have
isn't gonna
any.
happen anyways. All right.
I don't have any luck points. I'd be re-rolling all of these natural 20s I'm rolling.
All right. So yes, you do manage to shoot off the tail of the scorpion. Unfortunately, Silent, you are not going to get your sneak option due to those 2 critical failures.
That's more than fair. Jacob's gun isn't broken. I'll take it as a win.
Yeah. In this particular case, no. And let's see here. Jacob, I am going to need a difficulty 3 Overwatch check from you.
Oh, joy.
Yes.
Time to burn some AP.
Time to burn some AP.
Let's hope we don't get more natural 20s.
Mm-hmm. So, burning AP adds more dice, right?
Like, roll
Yes.
20. I know you're called roll 20, but you don't just have to roll fucking 20s.
Alright. So I will burn 3 AP and roll 2 additional dice.
Oh my goodness.
Let's fucking go!
Okay.
Jacob's holding this fucking operation
Did I get
together.
one back?
Oh, you get more than 1 back. You get 3 back.
Oh, I'm back up. Okay, cool.
Alrighty. So I'm actually going to though say with that many successes, all right, Thomas, as you're kind of watching all of this, the shot that Axel makes, although it connects very nicely and carves off the scorpion's tail, the scorpion very clearly notices what's happened to it and where the shot came from, as do surprisingly the 3 ghouls that were right next to it, all of which turn their attention towards the building you guys are currently in.
Okay,
you
they're far
also
away,
would
they're far
notice
away.
this ghoul here does figure out something weird's going on in the building right next to him and starts to move. You
Alright.
instinctually, however, pop off a shot and do actually get a lucky hit, taking out this ghoul right away.
Oh, Thomas, why'd you have to do that? Now you took away, now you took away NPR's pachinko ball.
Let's see here. I want you to give me one more roll. Difficulty of 1 for an energy attack again.
I'm assuming you
Tom.
mean Thomas, yeah.
Thomas. Yes, sorry. Thomas. Give me
Am I-
one more. This is not an Overwatch. This is actually an attack.
Okay.
You can pick your weapon.
In that case,
All right, plasma pistol. All right.
1 success.
Difficulty of 1. All right. And, all right, roll for damage. You have a VATS as well, so... All right. I'm assuming you're going to shoot what? The head, legs, what?
Yes, the head.
The head.
The head,
Alright,
the
in this-
legs, yes.
In this particular case, what's actually going to happen is as the ghouls are running forward, along with the scorpion, you also, after popping this guy, quickly spin around because you figure, oh god, something bad's happened. As you see all 3 ghouls and the rad scorpion charge up, you instinctually take a shot at the humanoid figures first in this particular case. And you do hit the one ghoul in the, we did say head, right?
Aim at one of the wings.
Was it the head or the leg? I forget. I'm sorry.
Leg.
It was
Yeah,
the leg. Okay.
Aim at one of the wings. In case you kill it, aim at one of the wings.
It doesn't kill, unfortunately, but it does knock it down to the ground. And in this particular case, we're going to count that as a kill for this particular scenario.
Woo!
Because
So,
it more or
good
less
enough.
is.
It falls on the ground and gets stepped on by the scorpion there.
Yes.
It gets trampled.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Let's see here. This
Are
is
we
going to be a little
on-
bit different because now you guys are reacting to moving targets, and this is a bit of a mini game.
Oh, I was gonna ask
So,
if we were on
If you're
initiative.
shooting at the ghouls, it is going to be a difficulty of 3 in this case because the giant scorpion that's kind of distracting you behind them. Difficulty 2 for the scorpion. You both have the option to either
So, I have
shoot
a
it or
question.
Thomas, you can go into Overwatch. Up to you. Go ahead.
Does it affect the difficulty if I'm shooting at all of them?
You would pick your first target.
Because I have burst on the 10, and I have gun fu.
I think burst just automatically hits the number of effects you get, doesn't it?
No, so how burst works is that when I hit the primary target, I can then percolate that damage out to other targets, number equal to the number of effects I roll for
Right.
additional ammo each.
Right.
But then I also have gun fu, which when I succeeded a ranged attack, I can just spend an additional ammo to hit another target.
No, it would be dependent upon your first initial target. It's not going to increase or decrease difficulty.
Don't kill it too fast. I want to channel my 7 Days to Die bear punching energy.
But that would be
I
a
do love
normal.
punching bears in that game. It's so great.
The only thing I will say though is
so
that that's going to be a
dumb.
normal attack.
I mean, it would always be a normal attack.
Well, we've been using. Yeah. Well, yes.
Effectively, Gun Fu gives you a free burst damage on something that can stack
Right.
with burst damage.
Yes.
Yep. Until I get rank 2, and then it gives me 2, and then until I get rank 3, and then it gives me 3, because this is fucking balanced.
This makes me,
Yes.
like, initially I thought this is going to be a weird request, and then I listened to some of the stuff you guys got, and I'm like, yeah, in comparison, this is going to be nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a tank. Literally. All right. So.
No, there's one very specific thing I want because I think it's weirdly flavorful, but need some additional, like, working with you on being able to use it in a certain way.
All right. Is it something that already exists, or is this something I'm going to be bringing in?
That's something that already exists.
Okay.
I thought, the medic having a syringer was a good idea.
Okay. Yep. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I
yeah.
just will have to work with you on whether I can make my own syringes.
There is a crafting system, however, unfortunately, it's a little bit vague at times. So
Like I said, I'll have to work with you on it.
okay.
Kind of like making your own potions and crap in D&D. They never give you an
They
ingredients
never,
list.
they never give you
Yeah.
anything concrete in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically. the same thing.
I miss the weapon enchanting system from 3.5. It was like, oh, if you take, this type of weapon and, this type of check and you cast this spell, you can enchant the weapon with this.
I miss and I realize it's something a lot of people don't like, but I miss the incredibly detailed, like, alchemy and poison crafting system that they had in 3.5 and Advanced D&D.
Poison in 5th edition fucking blows, because if you want poison, you basically have to homebrew it.
There's, I think, 6 to 8 poisons listed in the Dungeon Master's Guide. With-
Yeah,
No mention of how to actually, make them.
yeah, WotC can fuck right off with their 5th edition crafting system. So I'm shooting the scorpion.
All right. Go for it. Again, difficulty of 2 in this particular case.
I'm gonna burn my last action point and pray I get
Okay.
some back. Nope, I just
Oh
jammed my
my
fucking gun again.
gosh.
Yep, nope, this is Roll 20 combat for me.
This is unfortunately going to be a jam. Yes.
Cool.
Your 10mm SMG is jammed. I'm only giving it a jam, so you're going to require a turn to unjam it, in essence.
Cool. The gun jams. I'm like, motherfucker. I toss it to the side and I pull out the 9. All right, next.
That's gonna be it for that. Thomas.
I'll unjam it after combat and downtime between combat.
I need to take another pot shot at a leg.
Oh my god.
All right. Go for it. I'm assuming at one of the ghouls in this case.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot for this one.
Okay.
Like, I'm not surprised by this. I'm just disappointed in Roll
Yeah,
20.
no, that's really bad luck,
Like,
unfortunately.
I've rolled in 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Popping another 3 action points
5,
to roll 2 extra
6.
dice. Knowing my luck. Oh, popping
Yeah.
a luck point to re-roll the 20.
Would you all stop rolling weapon complications as soon as we aggro something actually dangerous?
I just want to point out, like, I had a really good roll against like this ghoul over here. In the
Yeah.
last 6 dice rolls, I've rolled
Using my last luck point to re-roll the 17.
in my last 6 dice rolls, I've rolled a 16, a 17,
Oh,
a
fuck.
4, and 3 natural 20s.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
All right.
Well-
Unfortunately, that is going to be misses in this particular case.
Yep.
But not a jam or rolling a 1 on your plasma pistol in 40k.
Yes.
And
yes, you do
dying.
not jam your plasma pistol. You avoid that. Unfortunately, poor Axel has jammed his 10mm.
Real quick story. My favorite time of that happening. I was playing in my local game shop.
Oh.
Somebody had let me borrow their models to play Thousand Suns. I was charging a commissar with Magnus the Red. He shot Overwatch and he rolled a 1 and killed himself. He was just like, nope.
No, he didn't blow up the pistol. He just makes it seem like he accidentally blew up the pistol. Really, he's just like, that's Magnus. No. Bam! Shoots himself in the head.
Yep. Hilariously, that's still something that can happen in this edition because commissars have an ability that lets them kill a model in order to do something, and it can activate when you're charged.
Speaking of
So if it's the only model in its own unit.
Speaking of, like, really memorable 40k moments, I know I've told Taylor about this before, but it hits differently because Dan is here. Dan is the one I did this against.
Oh, which one?
Do you remember when we were playing the, our 40k game, your Space Marines versus my Space Marines, and I ran 2 Chapter Masters and both of my orbital bombardments on turn 1 hit direct on your army?
I vaguely do remember that. You basically wiped out, like, all of my forces.
Yeah,
turn
on
one.
turn 1, and we were just like, we should play again with different armies.
Yeah. I think I had, like, half a squad of
You had
just
like
regular...
half a tactical squad and like an assault marine squad in reserve.
I think so,
left.
yeah, something like that. But no, it was like, I'm down to basically, like, 7 models versus your, like, a dozen or more.
Yeah, versus my army, which
Yeah.
included a whirlwind and 2 chapter masters.
Yeah. Let alone the
I-
Devastator squad I think you had at that time.
I recall there was this one time I was
Oh,
playing an
yeah.
Apocalypse game, and I was
My
playing like a
fucking-
Horde-style
Was that
Chaos
when
Marines army with lots of cultists.
was that when I was running my Devastator squad with 4 las cannons?
I think so.
I think
It's
it
not
was.
uncommon.
Yeah. Sometimes I
it.
ran them with rockets just so I could crack his vehicles, but
Anyway, yeah, we were playing an Apocalypse game, and I was playing like Horde-style Space Marines with a lot of cultists and basic Marines. And I think it was in 7th. There was a thing in Apocalypse at the time that you just call it a massive orbital bombardment. So before my first turn, I have so many models that I can barely fit them in my deployment zone. The opponent's like, here's this, 9-inch diameter pie plate. All of the units under that take this many mortal wounds. And I'm like, well, there's a hole there now.
Oh, that's way stronger than the OG orbital bombardment from 5th edition.
Yeah, it was the Apocalypse level orbital bombardment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the 5th edition chapter master bombardment. It was
But
like,
yeah, and
it was like a
then he-
6-inch template.
Then he, as soon as I repositioned my army, deep struck the Doom of Malantai into that hole.
One moment, gentleman Ombre is calling.
It wasn't really a great match.
Speaking of the Doom, Dan, do you remember that time we were playing and that one guy from Time Machine was like, "Oh yeah, I'll play with you guys. I'll just like let me know when it's turn 2." And he was just playing all Deep Strike Tyranids, and just our entire armies, both of us were focusing the Doom and couldn't kill it.
I don't remember that one, no.
Oh,
Super broken, but I am happy with the bugs that were inspired by it and are slightly more balanced.
yeah, no, I remember that one vividly because it was just like Oh yeah, no, I'll play with you guys. Like that's fine. Like yeah, sure. It's like I'm playing Tyrion. It's like, oh okay. Just let me know when it's turn 2. What?
I was actually pretty unhappy with the Doom at the time because I love like brain bugs, like the Zoanthropes and the Malinceptor and the new Neurotyrant. I love the design there.
The Doom was stupid.
But the
In
Doom was
5th
so
edition.
good, I took a look at it and I'm like, I don't want the people I play this game with to hate me.
I think that was.
So I'm not
I
gonna
think
use
that was, That was legitimately the last time we ever had him in one of our games, if I remember correctly. Like we just like didn't play if he wanted to play.
Which is exactly why I didn't use it. So I'm very happy that there's now a variety of probably still pretty strong, depending on the edition, but not the Doom of Malantai bugs with lots of brains that I can model like electro bio lightning stuff around it.
Yeah, no, I just remember it was like turn 4. I had my Vanguard squad charge it. I had my Devastators shoot it. I had my Terminators shoot it. I had like 3 squads of Tacticals shoot it. Dan had like 2 squads of Tacticals shoot it. And we did like 3 wounds out of its 10, and then it just killed half of the men around it and was immediately healed. And it was just fucking stupid. And I was like,
All right,
wow,
well-
cool, I'm not playing against Tyranids again.
Jacob, are you back? Because I think
back.
you leaving was part of what extended that 40k discussion.
No, I came back. It was just Ombre was calling at my gate.
Okay.
Okay.
And if I didn't go and see him, his calls would get progressively louder and louder.
I believe from the state of the board right now, you two can still see the Scorpion, but the ghouls are just making their way up to me.
Well, the
Yeah.
Scorpion actually about that.
It's
so
climbing
yes,
the wall, isn't it?
stop stealing my tropes. Gosh, dang it, all
felt
silent.
like-
Stop calling out my tropes as I'm about to do them.
That was silent. That was me.
That was
Gonna say that
Jacob.
felt very obvious.
I am offended now.
That was Jacob this time. I was just calling out the fact that your tutorial mission was just like basically like an airlift of a COD intro mission.
I'm allowed to do my tropes.
Tropes aren't bad.
They're not
That's the
bad.
only-
They're
that's the only reason
tropes.
I said that, Jacob,
They're
was
tropes
because
for a
Silent called them
reason.
out previously.
Yeah, no, they're tropes for a reason. They're good set pieces, like having, like me being like, oh, you're gonna shoot down the plane that just provided air support, and Dan be like, fuck you, and then shoots down the plane providing air support.
Yes, the ghouls do manage to make it inside without issue and are currently working their way up the building. The Scorpion, on the other hand, is a little bit too big to fit through this door here, despite trying. However, instead, he kind of just turns his head up towards you, clicks his pincers together, and proceeds to start crawling up the wall. So, yeah, good luck with that, guys.
How wide is its mouth?
Let's see here. Its mouth is, I mean, it's no wider than your average predator's mouth, really, in this particular case. So, like, you know, nothing larger than, say, like a lion. Pretty big mouth, I know, but it's not larger than that.
Is it big enough that I can physically shove the missile in my inventory down its throat?
Please see.
Please say yes.
Let's see here.
Dan is like, how much fun do I actually want to let them have versus the first Rad Scorpion they fight?
You wouldn't be able to do it this turn, would be the only thing that I'm going to say at the moment.
I want to like.
I just wanted to play a medic. I didn't want to have to sew your halves back together.
Unless you wanted to try a throwing attack. So throwing plus agility.
No, I'd rather use it as a battering ram.
And it would be a very difficult throw.
Are we in initiative, by the way, yet?
Not in this particular case, honestly.
Okay. No, I'm just gonna.
I kind of feel like this is not going to be necessarily a long, drawn-out thing.
Okay. I'm just gonna use the 9.
I'm going to say this though. If you want, you can prep yourself, and possibly Thomas, to try to shove the missile in its mouth when it makes it high enough. But
Nah,
you're taking a couple of chances there.
I feel like it would be more efficient to do that if this is like a death claw.
Okay.
Then we'd want to shove a missile into its gut and shoot it. And let NPR pick up the pieces afterwards.
I mean, I'm down for giving you guys the opportunity to try to do that, but I also want to try to keep it somewhat thematical. That's why I'm saying not at this moment, but I'd allow you a boon, if you will, if you wanted to hold your action, in essence.
A divine boon?
Not quite.
Well, that's disappointing.
Not quite that good.
An epic boon?
It would be
Probably those are better than the divine boons.
I would reduce the difficulty of said action. It would not be technically a true attack. It would be an action.
No, we'll do that. We'll inevitably do that, like, within the next 24 hours when it's a Deathclaw climbing up a building at us, so...
Alright,
just,
alright.
Hold that thought. I'm gonna
Okay,
shoot it with the 9.
Alright, and Thomas, I'm assuming you're going to try to shoot at the thing that's crawling up the wall at you, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Alright.
Shoot the leg.
And NPR 07. You're going to have an opportunity to try to do any prep work you might want to do for a couple of ghouls that are coming up the stairs at you.
And by prep work, he means you're gonna set the corpses up as pins on the staircase and bowl the ghouls back down at them.
Taylor?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. I don't really need to do any specific preparations.
They can't hurt it.
aside from
The rules in your
attempting-
sleeve.
Aside from attempting to calculate the amount of force required to launch one of them through the window towards the scorpion.
You'd be on the wrong side of the building and a couple of walls in between you.
Yeah, no, that's fine then. I'll just punch them and go help the humans.
No, I'm going to say no. That one's basically impossible.
Punch them and
Sorry.
go help the humans.
With the location and the terrain as it is, I'm going to have to sadly declare that one impossible.
I just pick one up by the scruff of its neck and carry it over and feed it to the scorpion and make it go away. I'm just kidding.
That
All
would
right,
be plausible.
So, yes, Thomas and Axel, take your shots. By the way, we're going to have to end it after you guys kill the scorpion.
Yeah, I noticed the time as well.
All right, good hits.
2 successes. What was the successes I needed?
In this case here, it's just standard attack.
So 1?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Defensive
get
1.
1 AP back.
Yay, I actually hit.
Good enough. All right.
Oh, wait, I did the wrong one. Ah,
You guys do get to call out locations.
legs.
Head.
Okay.
And I apologize, I pressed the wrong thing, but I'm still going to take the success. I'm just going to do this so I can do the damage.
So I won't count the crit failure. Don't worry. All right. So that's the damage. Do you get to re-roll anything?
1, 2,
Nah, I'm good.
4, 5.
And-
So if I'm aiming for the left leg, or
20.
the right. No, I'm aiming for I'm aiming for its left leg, my right.
Okay.
If you're aiming for its right legs.
Hold up a second while I count real quick, please. That's
Okay.
27 ammo left. 4 plus 1. And that's gonna be it. Okay.
Oh shit! That's not what I wanted.
Okay. I'm gonna reroll 2 of those.
All right. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8 total, and you're shooting at the head, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wow, that's actually. Okay. So, using your okay, so unfortunately, Thomas, you get a decent shot off. Connects well. However, surprisingly, Rad Scorpion Shell is surprisingly resilient to both energy and physical damage. You do see that you damaged the leg a little bit, but not enough, really. In fact, less than you were expecting a plasma gun to be able to do to one of these things.
What is it for energy? Like DR3?
DR3, DR4 for physical.
Oof.
Yeah. So,
Oof.
as you're lining up your shot, you kind of see the plasma shot hit the thing's leg just as you're lighting off into its head, and there's this little twinge of fear in the back of your mind of like, oh god, this little 9mm is not going to do squat to this thing.
It's okay, I just have to fire more bullets!
However, a little bit surprising is you fire off a nice volley of 9mm bullets into this thing's face, and being that it's crawling up the wall at you, it's very easy to get those hits. And surprisingly, its face does not seem nearly as well protected, as you just hear the sloshing of these bullets through this scorpion's skin, doing the full 8 damage, actually.
Wow!
Straight to this guy's face.
It is 0 physical on its head?
If an attacker chooses to target the rat scorpion's head, it ignores the creature's DR. This does not apply against hits which hit the head due to random chance.
Wow!
It's an aimed action only. Damn.
Yes.
So if
Alright, well, strat unlocked.
yeah, if we're fighting red scorpions, Jacob and I just vats the fucking head.
I mean, that's accurate to Fallout, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And actually,
Wow.
that is enough damage.
I mean, to be fair, like, anyone who thinks, like, I'm metagaming this, I know nothing. I've never played Fallout. I played...
Yeah.
My extent of Fallout is the first, like, 10 minutes of Fallout New Vegas, and then returning all the Fallout games.
I think the only metagaming anyone could accuse you of is headshots are good, right?
Headshots are good, yeah, shoot the face.
Yeah, I was going for mobility and hindrance. You were going for the kill.
I was like,
Okay.
there's a giant scorpion crawling up the wall towards me, and I don't like it. It should die.
All
How
right.
much damage will MPR do if we staple a scorpion claw to his hand?
I'm sure, like,
Less than you're doing right now.
probably less if we staple it. Probably more if we spend, like, a week down in the bunker and, like, roboticize the claw to replace an arm.
Okay, so a quick little note for you guys. Thomas and Axel, as you guys are lighting up this scorpion, Thomas is trying to shoot the legs out, hoping maybe the thing will let go of the wall and fall down. And it just doesn't work. Axel, on the other hand, managed to just pepper this thing in the face. And it really doesn't like getting shot in the face that much that it starts to, like, paw at its face with its own claw pincers, kind of battening itself in the face almost, and even starts to, like, shift around, and you guys hear this crack as a piece of the wall of the building gives way, and the scorpion plummets to its death.
Yes.
And about 30 seconds later, in the background, you hear...
Not quite that tall of a building, but...
It's like,
No.
yeah, no, that sounds about
coming
right.
from a direction a bit south of them.
That sounds about
Oh.
right.
He's talking about the ghoul bowling he's playing right now.
Oh, yeah. All
If I
right.
punch one while defibrillating it, it electrifies both of them as they fall down the stairs. Interesting.
As we see the scorpion falling and we hear this in the background, I'm just gonna call out to NPR. Standard or duck pen?
You hear him call back. I do not understand your question.
All right.
That's okay.
NPR, I do want
NPR,
to...
as a prototype medical military droid, has in fact zero knowledge of bowling.
However, that being said, if you want to do a bit more of a fun action, with basically doing an accidental bowling of these two characters, I would say either unarmed or athletics and strength.
Well, do it, because why the fuck not?
And this is going to be a difficulty 2. Oh, perfect. 3 is even.
And I get to re-roll these 17.
Go for it, unless you want to. Unless you want to chance that happening.
Hey, I figured the worst complication that could happen is
He rolls a
Like,
spare.
I get one stuck on my hand.
Well, actually, what's going to happen, sadly, is that you don't kill both of them, just one. However, being that you are indeed a door, that one single ghoul is really not able to do anything to you. So
The
it's another
complication
turn.
is it takes me an additional round to finish.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I mean he's dead, but if you want to go ahead and roll for it.
I'm just looking over
Just for
MPR's
fun.
shoulder. This is why you have to have like
There you
control
go.
if you're rolling a hook. Like otherwise you're just gonna roll like a really nasty split and you're gonna have to take the spare instead of the strike. It's not as points efficient, man.
You watch as NPR just freaking punches his fist through the chest of a ghoul, turns to you and says, I still do not understand what you mean.
That's okay. We'll find a bowling alley somewhere and we'll teach you.
There
I
are
am now
actually
putting the
bowling
onus on Dan to put a bowling alley somewhere so we can teach NPR bowling.
Shit, that's a new map I gotta create now.
You're just gonna like force him to put in a bowling alley so that you can go through a whole sequence of teaching NPR what bowling is, just so you can make dumb bowling references.
Yes.
You know what? That'd be a fun mini game.
I was gonna say, Dan's gonna now make a bowling minigame for us. Yes. No.
Not a very simple game, but
I'm 100% down for that.
It's launch the junk jet object into the Mirelurk eggs. Ah, dang, a 7-10 split.
Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and call that a night. I'm going to leave the scorpion body because that can actually be potentially beneficial to some extent or another. But I'm getting rid of all these
Stinger's
cool
somewhere
bodies.
around here, right? That means...
Stinger's way up over here.
The stinger is over
Yeah.
here where it first was, but that's fine because we want to get over to this.
Right,
on
that's
the-
what I'm saying is it's a
eventually.
recoverable item that's a source of rad scorpion venom.
Absolutely.
Yes.